Hey everyone, I'm going to go and switch over to the Drawpile tab. Thanks for showing up so far. Greetings, this is Aim, former Demon Duke, but you probably know me if you're on the channel. With me here is Callie, and I will let her introduce herself.
Callie, I'm breaking probation to be here.
right. In this fiery hellscape of Amelias and such.
It's better than being stuck in the apartment for weeks, you know? Change of scenery. Smell the roses, touch the flames.
right. And this is the kind of weather where you want to be close to a fire, not...
yeah, when it's triple digits outside, yeah, let's go underground to the home fire. It's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, so a quick introduction to what we're doing today. We're going to be doing a draw pile, two of us on the same canvas. And I've done a couple of these in the past. If you haven't tuned into them, they're usually a lot of fun, and we start off with a secret theme for the two of us. I usually have two options, so if you don't like the first option, you get a veto, Callie.
Okay.
Alright, so the first option is, I was thinking about what might be fun for both of us to draw, and I thought, how about a magical girl theme, since you yourself are a magical girl, and it would give us quite a few different options of what to draw.
I would like something like that. Are you just making assumptions based off my line of work?
Perhaps. Is that not good?
How dare you?
We're off to a rocky start.
Now, are you gonna draw yourself as a magical girl? You gotta. If you do, you gotta.
Alright, how about this? If you'll agree to the theme, then I'll draw myself as a magical girl.
Alright, you can be a magical shonen if you want. You just have to, you can't be a common rider. You can't, cheat and be like a Sentai Ranger or something instead. That's cheating.
Okay, gotcha. Man, which one of us is the Demon Duke again? Because it feels like I'm being the one abused here.
Yes. That's what you get. That's what you get for dragging me out of my probationary rules. This is your eternal punishment. You're welcome.
Okay. So you heard it here first. It's time for the debut of Magical Girl A.
Yeah. What would your power set be though? You got to think of that before you can start drawing, because your costume should show what you are, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Fire. Maybe.
Fire, that's fine. You're like Sailor, what's her name from Sailor Moon?
Mars.
Sailor Mars.
Yep.
You could be Sailor Mars.
Well, I do love Sailor Mars. Okay.
Oh, well, she's not best girl, but you can have your opinion, that's fine.
Okay. We'll try it.
Let me zoom out so I don't, draw too close to you by accident.
Okay, that's fine. I have, you know what? I said I was going to shout you out, and I almost forgot, so let's
and you
start
almost forgot. How dare you?
How dare. Okay, one moment. We'll get you up there. Let's see. It's Callie Calico VT, right? Or just Callie Calico?
No, it's Callie Calico. I think I'm just Callie Calico on here, yeah, which is weird. I'm surprised by how few people have that name used on all, on websites in general.
Yep. I must have done some spelling wrong because it's not showing up. Let me try that again.
Oh yeah, you put two L's in Calico.
Whoops. There we
Calico.
go.
There you go.
Nice.
Nailed it. You know, you're already kind of on the way to be a magical girl because you already got the cutesy little mascot. You know.
That's right. Yeah. He's
the one to...
He gets spoiled by you. I think you're the only person who's ever said he's cute, so...
It's cute! Look at him! Look at his little smile and his little eyes. He's kind of precious.
Yeah.
Have you seen what some of those magical mascots look like? He's cute. He's cute. He's cuter than some of the ones I've seen that try to be cute, you know?
Gotcha. Maybe there's just too many rabbits out there, I suppose.
Rabbit, cat, bear, and they're all super round and stuff. You can use him like a footrest or something. So he's not volatile. He's useful too. He's got multi-use.
Yeah, he's extra shelf space if you put him in your room.
Yeah, I'm not gonna draw myself. I'm gonna draw another magical girl. I'm gonna draw your rival. I'm gonna draw a water girl.
Oh, okay.
Is there? What's it called in Photoshop? You know the thing that makes your pen go slower? Stabilizer. Is there a stabilizer tool on this?
That is a good question. I am not Not sure, to be honest. I've never.
Oh no, my crutch. Okay, that's my crutch when I draw. So now I gotta use skill.
Yeah. If you go to that second brush option there,
yeah,
you might
the square one.
If you, on that second brush option under brushes, the one that looks like a smaller dot, there's a couple of options under there that may help you. I don't know if there's anything like a stabilizer, but there's some things like hardness and smudging that may work.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just have to try I just have to learn to draw straight lines. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
What does a water girl look like? I gotta think. I gotta get creative.
Gotcha.
Can't be a basic bitch.
I see.
So you're all like you got a lot of round parts, but with a little bit of points. Maybe she should be extra pointy though, or square. Maybe she should be a square. What does water look like? No, I know. I figured it out. It's cool. Don't look though.
Okay. Actually, what I usually do for my guests is display both of our screens at the same time. So by necessity, I'm going to have to look.
Okay, just close the one eye that's looking this direction, and you'll be fine.
All right. I got you. So to talk about
yes,
our history just a little bit, I think the first time we were together on a stream was over at Flura's tabletop RPG with what was it? The Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, Call of Cthulhu. You got not smitten. You got smite. You got smited.
I was definitely smote, to be sure.
You were just like, yes, take me, evil gods, and they were like, nah.
Yeah, the evil gods didn't care for me.
They're just like, nah, we could find someone less squishy.
Apparently. Also, hey, Teru, thanks for the follow.
How do people draw? I'm trying to remember how to draw. To be honest, lately most of my drawings I do are from my phone. I have like a phone with a little stylus, right? So I usually just draw on that.
That's pretty.
So cool. Trying to move on to I'm on my actual tablet right now, and it's just it's freaking me out, man.
I got you, man. I tried to do a little bit on my phone, maybe like during one of my breaks, but I don't actually have like a pen for my phone, so it comes out real scratchy.
Yeah, I this one specifically so I could draw on it because it's like advertised as being a what's it called, like a note taker sort of thing. Not necessarily like an art phone, but you know.
Yeah, my first phone was kind of like that, but unfortunately, by the time I traded in, I think I was back then before I was like into VTubers. I had a long period where I didn't do art at all. So VTubers really kind of kicked me in the pants to start again. But that said, so I kind of wasted my whole period of having a phone with a stylus by not drawing.
It's nice and comfy, but I think it also can teach you like bad drawing habits. Because like when you draw, you're supposed to like use your like whole arm and not just your little fingers and stuff. And it's I don't know. I like it, but I'm scared that like right now I'm kind of I can't do a straight line.
Oh, I see.
And I fear it's my fault for just relying on my phone.
Ah, gotcha.
But also, I use that stabilizer tool to help me. I let the program help me draw straight lines. All it does is it like straightens out your lines. And I'm not sure how it does it. It like moves slower than your hand does.
Yeah. Slower
and steadier. So like not good for round objects, but like long lines for form. It's good.
Yeah, I see. I'll have to try that. I actually have never had never heard of that tool, but maybe I'm sure Clip Studio has something of that nature. So
I think I've used Clip Studio a little bit. I have to use Photoshop for like my side hustle stuff, right? So like I'm stuck using it. It's like, well, I'm paying for it. I might as well just keep using it.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of programs do. I'm just not sure what it would be called in other programs necessarily.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'm sure I can look it up later. I'm going to give myself fire pigtails here because
you're also giving yourself pigtails?
Yeah. I guess I can do a ponytail instead.
No, you already drew your pigtails. No, I'll draw a ponytail. These were shitty pigtails anyways. Look, they're gone. Keep yours.
All right. I got to tell you, these are not particularly cute on me.
No, that's fine. No, that's cute. They're little flame ones. That's precious. That's so precious.
All right. That's
Fire
right.
twin tails.
Yeah, I suppose.
Get more creative with your haircut. You know, you're right. You're pushing me to think outside the boundaries.
I see.
What color did I use to draw originally? I don't remember. I don't like to draw with like pure black ever. Usually, just to be pretentious, kind of.
Oh, I see.
And I didn't want to choose one, and then it stands out because I don't know if there's a thing that will like lock the layers so that you can only draw over what's been drawn already.
Oh
yeah. Because I use that for like coloring, like line art and stuff sometimes.
I see. Yeah, so we can set up layers, but I don't know if there's like a mask or something. There probably is. To be honest, I do use layers, but I don't use a mask tool much myself.
Oh yeah, I just use mine to color in, like I said, lines that have already been colored, or if I'm adding like shading to like hair or something.
Yeah, I see.
I gotta remember, I can zoom in. It's fine to zoom in, Callie. It's not cheating.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm usually I draw pretty zoomed in myself, but for these Drawpile collabs, I keep fairly far out just so I can see both pictures.
You just not trust me?
No.
Are you worried that I'll like write like
no.
here?
No, that's not it. I know you would never do that right here on stream.
I would never do that live on stream.
Right. So yes, no trust issues.
Exactly. I was gonna write worse, but I was like, no, it's not even been half an hour. I need to not get kicked out.
Gotcha. Yeah, shoot, I didn't even go over it at all. But content-wise, I don't mind what you do at all. It's as long as you're not like completely outside of Twitch's terms of service.
Nice. That's what I was gonna write, but I was like, no, I probably shouldn't. Because someone's gonna come in, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this shit post?
Well, it's weird. It's weird when you think about the fact that one of them is more alarming than the other to write, because it's essentially the same thing. Yeah.
I know. I don't know why. Me and Sketty Harrison have talked about that before.
I see.
Like this just someone calls me a dick. It's like, oh, whatever. But they're like, oh, you're a fucking pussy. It's like, what? How dare you? How dare you? Now I have to defend my honor.
You're absolutely right. I don't know why it is that way, but it kind of is. Just the.
I think I don't know. It's weird because like pussy, like you can use like pussycat, right? Like it's not always like a vulgar word, right? But dick like always is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but that one's like anyone says it, and they're like, "Oh, whatever." I wonder if it's just because we hear it more often, though. Like people use it more often for an insult, so you grow numb to it. It's not edgy no more.
Yeah, I do think that whatever you hear the most, just kind of the more you hear it, it loses its edge a bit.
Yeah. So maybe that's why. Maybe it's because people are like having to look for new ways to take people by surprise.
Could
like,
be.
Oh, well, what have I not used before?
yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm pretty, what would you call it, like clean-mouthed myself, but it's not because I'm a clean person. It's just because like I grew up in a house where nobody really says things. So,
right, you're very say-so.
Right, obviously. So I'm not actually say-so, but I talk like I am.
No, that's fake, false say-so. That's fine.
Yeah. That's just the way it is. All right. I saw one there that you were you had started your Silent Hill stream recently.
Hill 2, yeah. I love Silent Hill so much. I love that series.
Yeah. I'd really been meaning to catch some of the Silent Hill 2. It's just I've not been usually up so late nowadays.
Yeah, I stream at degenerate hours. Usually I'm asleep like around this time, or at best like getting up.
Yes. I got you. Yes.
It's so hot during the day. It's so hot. I mean, you don't know nothing about hot. You live, in flames and hell and all that. So, my complaints are a little bit empty. But it's so hot during the day. Like, it's fine right now. And then, like, I'm not streaming, right? So my modem's like, okay, we'll allow you to stay, Callie. But part of it is, like, necessity.
Yeah. I understand. Everybody's been talking about record heats lately. And I guess the way I operate normally is I prefer to be in hot rather than cold, but I think it's probably much different depending on, where you live as well, your access to natural air conditioning.
Yeah, and then like what kind of heat it is, because every time because I live in the desert, every time I complain about the heat, everyone's like, "Oh, well, Callie, be thankful it's not humid." And it's like, yes, I'm glad everything's not sweaty, but it's so hot. Let me complain. Oh my god, I hate when people are like, "Ugh, it's not heat." Let me have my moment. I know everything's wet where you live. Everything's dry to the bone here. It sucks too.
Yep. It's just and anybody who doesn't complain about it being hot will complain when it's cold, because I'm definitely that way. If I go into like fast food place right now and they have the the air conditioner blasting, I will complain about that, and everyone will be like, "Well, you're crazy. You want it to be cold right now." I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Just doesn't.
I'm like a living heater furnace though, so usually I don't mind the cold too much. But except for like my little fingers, I hate the winter because like my computer is like right by the window, and so like it's just it's just naturally gonna just keep seeping in like cold, right, with the crappy like the window seal and stuff. So the rest of me is fine, but then my little fingers get cold. But I can't just heat up the whole house to 150 degrees for my fingers.
Yeah.
I can't wear mittens in game. It's gonna mess me up. Okay, or can I've never tried actually. Do people wear mittens when they play games?
I don't think you could, because your fingers would be all like bunched together, wouldn't they? If you were wearing a mitten.
Right, exactly. It's undoable. It's not feasible.
It's the old how you type with boxing gloves in your hands dilemma.
Yeah, but on the plus side, that also means that no, what was I gonna say? Oh no, I've already forgotten. I was too busy thinking about Booba because I'm about to draw the Booba, and I was like, well, how posty should I get? And now I forgot what I was about to say about that.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's gonna come to me. I'm just gonna shout it out. So I'm not being random. I'm just remembering what my original thought was.
I see. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a little bit of coloring for my outfit. I have to be like orange or red so that you know that I'm the fire themed character.
You can always leave blue and white though, but you're not quite that. That's like almost sci-fi, like fire though,
Yeah, true.
Or like Hades fire. Like Hades fire can be blue and white.
That's true.
It's like fire. That's like super hot fire. You're more like warm. You're like approachable warm.
I see.
Not like icy blue, scary hot.
Yeah. Funnily enough, if you so my sub badges now, if you get them high enough, you can actually get a blue Amelia, which is a form that I've never really drawn before. Man, my rival's looking pretty thick.
I know. Are you scared? Yes, I see you're sweating. It's okay. I'm gonna draw clothes on top of it, but I just had to figure it out. This way I can play dress up. I love dress up games.
I'm certainly not complaining, but that's it. I was just surprised because we suddenly went from the just the head to like the whole body.
Yeah, when I get to add the color in, it's supposed to be an ice cube. I just cannot draw straight. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. Mr. Rue reminded me. The best part about winter is it's so cold that my computer runs efficiently.
Oh yes, I see.
Yeah, my computer's like, oh thank God. I still have a bunch of dust bunnies in my computer I haven't cleaned out, so the heat does not help either.
Yep.
I'm just scared of my GPU getting busted. Last time I cleaned it, I hurt my GPU by accident.
Oh shoot!
I fried it. I had some static shock in my fingers.
See, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, luckily I got a free replacement still, but what a dummy move.
Gotcha. Yeah, I always buy PCs with like thinking that one day I'll upgrade them, or at least efficiently clean them, and I never do.
Yeah, fuck that. It's well, my cats get curious too, and so like they want to come over and like poke their little nose in. It's like no. I'm already doing this like on carpet. Like every room in this apartment has carpet. So it's like, well, yeah, I'm doing this very suboptimally. Is the thing.
Yeah. I've actually got a carpet. This is like the only room in the house that has a carpet, and it's also the room with my computers. Didn't think that one out too far.
Good thinking. Good planning. God, hands are hard to draw. I hate hands.
Yeah, hands are the worst, and that's why I have 4 of them.
Oh, you do.
I do. Although
Why did you do that?
Yeah,
to
I know
yourself?
that was terrible. It's like I thought, and I was like, I can't really do. I'm not like that good at drawing muscles, so I won't be that muscular. And then I gave myself 4 hands, so I just sabotaged myself anyway.
Yeah, you're like, let me just take this alternative route, and then it turned out to be worse.
Right.
It turned out to be the scarier option.
Correct. So if I ever draw like a full body of myself, I have to do 4 hands. But me drawing full bodies is fairly rare.
Now, what you should do is you could tell someone's, and I do this too, so I'm not, like, I'm talking shit, but I'm also, I'm part of the problem. What you do is if you ever draw a full body, just do that pose where you're holding your arms behind your back for some reason.
Right.
Every time.
I tried to do that with one of my recent pictures, and then I suddenly realized that my lower arms are almost like T-Rex arms in that they're kind of oriented closer to the front of my body. And so what that means is you can't cross them behind your back, really. It just doesn't look they don't bend that way. So
so you gotta put always hold a towel in them, like so it drapes over your hands. You always conveniently just have to have a towel.
Right, that's a good idea. I'll wear one of those like hoodies that you can hide your hands in the center of them.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, be a hoodie. Become a hoodie VTuber.
I'll become the hoodie VTuber. Although I'm already wearing a polo, so I'm not like that far divorced from the guy who wears regular clothes.
A polo? Like, how many polos do you see? I don't see very many polos.
Yeah, that's true. Now that you mention it.
So even if it's normal, like I wear leather. I'm in my civilian clothes, but I like to have a letterman. Right?
Yeah.
That's what they're called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Like the colors.
Okay. Yeah, so like I don't see there's a few people that have it. Like, I'm not saying I'm like, it's clothes. I can only come up with something so unique,
Right. And plus, if you have casual clothes, that's a good like change from all your special costumes and things. You have all kinds of costumes.
Hot Topic one is faux leather. You know how hot that gets? I can't wear that all the time. I can't sneeze in it because it's all like to suck in the tight to zip it up in the back, right? Ridiculous. I can't constantly just.
Yep.
I can breathe in these.
Yeah. Speaking of your costume debuts are always a fun stream. I know that a little while ago, I was watching the premiere of one of them, and I remember the video was having some issues, so I never really got to see it. Did you ever get your...
Yeah, my Hot Topic was... So I have to... So I record myself dancing to it, right? And so then I have to, like, render the video afterwards, right? So after I finish adding some, special effects and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I do, like, video editing. I like video editing. That's part of my side hustle. And so I did it 3 times, the messed up part. But I messed up some... I think... So I usually do it like before I go to sleep, so it keeps rendering. But then my computer wants to go to sleep, and that's not good when it's in the middle of a task like that.
Mm-mm.
So I think that's what happened. I think what happened was it went to sleep too long, pause the rendering, and that's what happened. But I have it fixed now.
Gotcha.
I was so mad. I stayed up so late working on it, and then it didn't work. I was so excited to show it off too, but it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's working for you now. I had not thought about that issue, but I guess that would be a valid one.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find my layer.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just trying to find my layer. Oh, I'm a monster.
What's that?
I'm looking for my layers, so I was turning off the opacity. Oh, there we go. I found mine.
Okay, cool.
That's why I was messing with your layers. I didn't know who's yours, who's mine.
It's fine. To be honest, I've only been using 2. I probably only will use 2. But
no, that's fine. I just because I can't see like the preview in the thumbnail either, so that didn't help.
I see. Okay, I got you. Man, video editing is something that I would like to get into a little bit more. I've done a little bit with like DaVinci, and from time to time I'll do like some animations and things, but not like true animations. Like more often I'm doing something closer to making a comic move, like panel by panel. So
like an animatic.
Yep. That's right. Yeah. So I'd like to get more into like, doing stuff in motion. I talked to I did talk to Bird Malls recently about that, and we talked about how to use Open Tunes. So,
so is that the one they use for anime studios use sometimes?
I think it is popularly used. Yeah, I know what he's used it for, and what I was sort of thinking of using it for were animations like. So you have like a stop frame, an end frame, and you're in between frames, and yeah, it's just basically for doing just a more like in motion type of thing than just the frame by frame comics, which Clip Studio kind of limits you on how many frames you can do, unless you buy their like special version. So
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if you ever want to get like good at video editing, then have you ever like done clip edits before?
I've done just a little bit, yeah.
It can be. I find it fun. I can see why someone finds it boring, but doing that can help you figure out like how to edit and like get timing and like do a little bit of effects, right? Like you can start dipping your toes and like you do zooms, you do this and that, right? You do like color edits, right?
Yeah.
You learn the little stuff, and then it makes it easier to like learn the more like advanced fancy techniques later.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So I just if they're boring, then that's one thing. But if you can at least tolerate clip editing, then I recommend trying that out just to get used to video editing in general.
Yeah. I did do a VTuber introduction way back, and that's probably like the closest I've come to doing a video in modern times. Way back when I was also into YouTube poop, so I did some of this. That was a long.
Yeah. You have some practice then. You've got some practice under your belt. That's pretty good still.
Yeah. It's a little
definitely better than nothing.
Yeah.
I remember in high school I used to make MS Paint animations using a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh geez, I don't remember what program I used to put them in. It might have been totally legally bought Photoshop, but I remember doing that, and I'm so glad I don't have to do that anymore. I hate drawing with a mouse.
Ooh, I see. Yeah, it's been forever since I drew anything with a mouse, except for like Gartic and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the Gartic phone has been making me do it, and it pisses me off. I hate drawing with a mouse.
I understand.
No, it cramps my finger. I'm just a baby. I'm just like, nah, my finger hurts. I don't want to do this anymore.
Understandable. I can definitely understand. But yeah, I would like to do like stream assets and things like that. Now I will say lately, I've been having a couple of issues with my PC chugging when I try to do certain things. So I'm a little worried about putting like a whole bunch of videos on screen too.
Hey, I'm Riff. Hi. Oh, and Mr. Roo said something about heated controllers in my. I didn't say anything, so I just wanted to acknowledge that I did read that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yes. Yeah,
I'm doing that in the chat.
I'm the kind of person who, if they tell me that a heated steering wheel or a heated seat is like dangerous to my car, I'll still use it because I'm like, I can't give this up. I love having heated things. It's nice.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you said your thing was chugging. Man, yeah, mine has been too lately, and I like do video like rendering and stuff. So I'm like, ooh, I want to build a new one because I built this one almost like 10 years ago, but I'm scared to buy the parts. Is the thing. I'm scared of how expensive like GPUs and stuff are right now.
Yeah. I've heard the price is kind of spiking due to demand.
Like not only that, but like wait lists for them. It's like like maybe I could pay for it, but now I have to wait how long for it to be in stock.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Hey, Diamond Rose, hello. I'm making my girl not naked.
Yeah, how
so that game doesn't get in trouble.
I see.
I was gonna do something slutty, but now I forgot, so I gotta refix my idea for the outfit.
I see.
I have to pander to the otaku so that they buy the merc so I can get season 2 for her.
Yeah, I have a feeling that my Fire Sailor Scout version is not going to sell a particularly large amount of merchandise. So if we can get the merchandise sales off of my cube-headed rival, then we'll be doing.
They're gonna be like, oh god, yes, object heads. I've seen some people that are unironically like, ooh, there was for a while, not like a huge trend, but I remember there being a trend where people are really all about girls getting. My cats are being belligerent. I told you not to be belligerent. There was a trend for girls to have what was it? It was like something from Mario. So what are the like blocks from Mario?
Oh, really?
Yeah, not like the brick blocks that you like break with your hand, like the mystery cubes or something from Mario, something weird like that. And I just remember, and like not a huge amount of people, but just enough that it stuck out in my head that they were like, oh yes, finally, girls with block heads. And I was just like, okay, these people are. I just like sometimes going to communities to observe people, like going to a zoo, you know, like it's fun to just go in and be like, huh, what are these people are like? Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of a say so example, so I just don't go full Hellfire Degenerate on your stream. I'll just look for.
It's fine.
Like people talk about very weirdly specific things, like not like long tongues, right? They're like, oh yes, like people with like abnormally long tongues.
Yeah, for sure.
But more niche than that. I'm just I'm a say so streamer, so you know.
Gotcha. Understood. Yeah, I've heard a lot of actually. I think you're the second person has told me that they're really into like people watching like that. Like they won't necessarily announce themselves, but they'll just kind of like go into a community and just maybe stay quiet, but just sort of see what the people there are like. I can understand
like,
that.
I did that with like My Little Pony before I watched the show. I would just and even now sometimes I'll go into like those communities to just sit there and be like, huh. Well, I hope these guys are doing okay. I hope they're pulling through still. It's not 2013 anymore. It's interesting, you know. It's just kind of interesting. Oh man, or like very obscure games or like not web novels, like games or series or whatever. Right? I like to go into forums to see what they talk about.
I see.
Like the Land Before Time, that has a forum still active with users.
Is it like a roleplay forum or a fan forum? Like
a fan forum? I don't know if they. I've seen people talk about one. I've not gone in myself, but I know it still exists, and I don't know. I assume it's a fan forum, but maybe they do like roleplay as being dinosaurs. Gotcha. What did I come into?
Oh man, just everything. Right now we're drawing. Me as a pretty girl because that was the condition of accepting my pretty girl theme, and
yes.
Also my rival who is both water and has cube theming.
She's like Iceman, Ice Woman, right? Isn't that how Mega Man works?
Yeah, that's how Mega Man works.
The slightly naughty with the that's because it clothes add things. Clothes are very powerful.
That's true. I definitely agree with that.
Are you ever gonna have like an alternative costume?
Yeah. I've got ideas on. I'd really like to. In fact, I'd like to do it really soon. But then I always think, well, I'm still a PNG right now. One day I intend not to be, and so it's not just even with the costumes, but like anything I make for stream assets, I think, man, I should really work on a live 2D instead. So it's really hard for me to work on costumes and things.
Right. Are you planning on like rigging it up and like drawing it yourself, or are you like looking for people?
Yeah, I guess a mix of both. I've actually I had a half-bodied PNG. I started running through Live 2D. It was really hard for me. So I told myself, well, this was a good start, and I'll come back to it one day. And that was months ago.
Yeah. Big learning curve.
Yeah. So anyways, I have reached out to a person or two and just tried to inquire if they'd be willing to help. And the only reason for that is, like, there's so much, like, art I want to do and that I do. And right now it is all, like, kind of tainted by the, like, no matter what I'm doing, I think, man, I should work on my live 2D instead of this. And
oh, yeah.
So I just feel like either I've got to grit my teeth and do it, or, if I find somebody I trust that does good work, then maybe I'll just do it that way to just kind of relieve myself of the pressure.
Yeah. Well, okay. So just to keep you a little bit hopeful, if you ever like go back to Live 2D, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but there are some series that are like super helpful online that actually. Okay, so I had a Vortex guy. What's his name? Brian Sue. Yeah, he's a good. I'm not saying he's not a good like rigger, right? He's excellent at his job. However, I really hate watching his videos because he kind of takes forever to get to the point while explaining stuff. And I know a lot of people use that for examples, but there's this other girl, Kira on. Oh, what's her name? She's like a peach girl. She does YouTube tutorials, and hers are a lot like you don't have to sit through 2 hours just to learn the very basics. They're like 10 to 20 minute like segments showing like okay how to set up like this and that. But they're so much better than Brian's dude.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. What'd you say the name was one more time?
Let me find it real quick. I'll send you a link. It's because when you first start, it's always kind of awkward, but she does a pretty good job. And I'm not saying you have to. If you want to let someone else do that, that's fine. But if you ever just want to like that way, you can like learn yourself or even do updates to your own model. That can be nice sometimes too. Is to know just a little bit of Live 2D is to update the model a bit on your own.
Yeah.
And then, or like if you ever need to fix something small, it's kind of nice to know like a little bit of the in and out so that you don't have to wait like 5 weeks because they get busy.
Yeah.
They get busy. I'm pulling up that tutorial, but my internet is trying to freeze itself, which is weird because it's so hot outside.
I see. Also, it seems like your mic is maybe cutting a little bit. I can still basically make it out, but just wanted to make you aware. Not sure what's going on there. Let me open Discord real quick. Although your clicking is really...
Is it? Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. No, I think my internet was just. I think my internet was just crying for a little bit. It's fine.
Okay. I got you. Oh.
Yeah, it's not the worst out here, but it is still like mid 90s. So, I found it. Okay, yes. If you ever just want to try to learn even a little bit, and also so that like someone doesn't flee. It's also kind of nice to know so that you don't get fleeced, right? So that someone doesn't overcharge you for something that doesn't deserve to be that much.
Yeah.
It's kind of like learning a little bit about like cars, so that like if you go in to get your car fixed, they don't just oh, we gotta change your tire, we gotta charge you $800 for that.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's definitely something I'd like to learn, and I do have I guess I have a collection now of different resources people have sent me, and I just really need to take a weekend one time and sit down.
Yeah. And like if you ever, because like I do mine, right? So if you ever like have like questions, because sometimes like a little thing will be keeping you back from learning more, and sometimes it's just easier to ask. So I don't know. You can always ask me questions too. I always tell people on stream if they have like live 2D questions. I'm not an expert, but I know enough. I know my way around a little bit.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah, I may come to you with a couple of questions. I think what stuck me the first time, and I think I've since learned what I was doing wrong. I was editing the eyes and I was trying to do the animations, and I kept having this big black smudge, kind of like if you imagine taking some wet ink on something and then like smearing your finger across it. So I talked to Javier Calavera about it, and I realized that I don't think I was using like enough vertices, so like enough points of interaction. So I think that's what was creating it, and I've meant to try to go back and see if that works any better, but I'll do it sometime in the near future, I guess.
Do you need someone to nag you to do it? Do you need someone to message you every day to be like, hey, it's time for Live 2D?
Maybe.
No, that was me with streaming. That was me with streaming in general. It's like, I would be playing like Dead by Daylight for the 1000th hour and be like, I should be working on streaming stuff in general. I could be streaming and playing games at the same time.
Yeah.
And I just took forever to get started with it.
Yeah. For me, I guess whenever I started streaming, it was definitely that thought of, well, I'm going to be playing a lot of games and I'm going to be drawing a lot of stuff, and I'm really into VTubers now. So if I want to become a VTuber, like the earlier I start, the better, probably. So.
Yeah, and it's good. Even like right now, like you were talking about getting Live 2D, but then you're already streaming, and that's good because most people don't realize how hard it is until they actually start, right?
Yeah, true.
So then it gets out like the like when you first start out, you're a little bit nervous usually. You get a little scuff. You got a lot of scuff. You get so much scuff. Things aren't set up proper. It's nice because then you get to get those out of the way.
Yeah, true.
So like just start with like the basics. People think we have to drop like thousands of dollars first to start, and it's like, no, don't. What if you don't like it?
Yeah, good point. For sure. Hey, Deathwing, good to see you.
Yeah, I am Scuffus. It adds soul. Yes, right.
Yes.
That's the copium.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you for the follow. You know, I don't watch my followers that closely, like in terms of numbers, but I will say I think I just hit 100. So that's nice.
You did. No, you have. You're a little. I think you're 101 actually.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, it's what? Oh my God, she's just being needy. It's okay. It's good not to focus too hard on numbers because it drives you fucking nuts.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I tell people that I'm a pretty casual. Like, I don't intend to do this like professionally at any point because I do have a job that I'm pretty happy with. But that said, you know, if I do hit a thing like that, then it's at least an occasion to celebrate, so I can do a special stream or something. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There. Yes. No, that's fine. I mean, like, people go into this, expecting it's instant success, right? Like, especially like indies think. Not all indies, obviously, right? A lot of people, I think, do realize it takes work and grit, but I do think there's some people who think like, oh, if I just drop, $5K on a model and then start, like, I'll get instant millionaire success, like the corpos.
Yeah, I see what you're
saying. So it's good to like not. Yeah, you've got the right mindset with it. Like, yes, you're doing this for fun. You're doing this for like the hobby sake of it, and that'll drive you a lot less crazy. Like, it's definitely still fine to be like, yes, 100 followers, celebrate, do that, but you're not going to be like, oh God, how am I going to get the next 100, right?
Yeah, right. That's right. Pretty much. Yeah, Deathwing VT, you were real close. And yeah, gosh, if you get into VTubing and you do start looking at like the price to have, and that's another great incentive to get into Live 2D yourself is you could really save some money in the long run.
Yeah, I'd hate to know how much it costs. Like, I'm also like, I'm a short stack. I'm simplified in my lifestyle, right? So I would be scared to know how much my costumes would cost to get rigged up. Yeah. It would not be as expensive as like a normal looking like lady, right? Like, obviously I do have that advantage too. But still, yeah, doing it myself means I can get out stuff sooner, which is nice. But it also means like, oh God, now I have to work on this instead of like goofing off. Like, I'm not paying someone; I have to do it. I don't. I've not played video games off stream since I started streaming.
Ooh, wow. See, yeah, I come to think of it, I haven't really done nearly as much either. But I'd kind of gotten to the point where all I was doing was like writing and stuff of that nature. So I've just kind of swapped out the time I used to do writing for now doing a lot of drawing. And when I do play games, I do play them on stream. I don't play a lot off stream for sure.
Yeah. Because you posted to Twitter, right? So I'm allowed to be like, oh yeah, because you're working on a fan game right now, aren't you?
Yep, that's right. I'm working on a fan game. I'm getting pretty close to a demo of that, so I'm definitely looking forward to releasing that.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah. It's it does take a fair bit of time to put into it, but
especially if you're doing it all by yourself, right? Or mostly by yourself.
Yeah, so far I have done it all by myself, and so yeah, it takes some time, and it's not going to be like so high production will be like, wow, I'm really playing a Danganronpa game, but it's going to be.
That's still like, it's more than a lot of people are just idea guys, where they're like, yes, I have an idea for a game, yeah, right. Nintendo, make it.
I try really hard not to go onto like Twitter and say, hey, here's an idea for a game, or here's an idea for an art project that I could do, because the temptation is always there to like hype people up before you've really got something.
Yeah.
And especially as a VTuber, like, you'll be like, oh man, I have a great idea for a stream. You guys aren't going to believe this. But then, when are you going to do it?
Right, and they're like, well, we're waiting. And it's like, oh shit. I was supposed to do a cooking stream, and I still want to, but I like with that though, because my probation officer has to hold the camera, right? Because I'm scared of like a slip up. I don't need them to see how dirty my kitchen is, right?
Oh, I see.
I just haven't gotten to do that one yet, and I feel bad because I was so excited. I was hyping it up, and it's one of the events I haven't been able to do yet. Luckily, I try to get most things done, but there's always the problem with like hyping people up is that it's easy to overpromise too, you know?
Yeah, true, exactly.
Like you kind of get lost in like you're like we're gonna do this, and they're like yeah, and you're like God, I want them to keep cheering me on. What else can I say in this euphoric moment?
Right, exactly. Yeah, every day, not every day, but at least once a week, I go onto Twitter and I start to like I'm at work, I'm bored. And I say like, oh man, you guys aren't going to believe the drawing I'm going to make next. And then I'm like, well, who cares about me planning to make a drawing?
Right? Like, it's like, okay, well, make it then. It's like, right. Shit, I have to make it now? People are so needy.
Exactly. So I try to limit that as much as I possibly can.
God, I know, because I need to get into the habit of drawing like all the time again, because I think about it like, with my D&D group. I tell them, I should sketch the scene. I should draw the scene, or whatever. I want to do sketches of the what's happening in game, and then I just don't do it. Yeah. I just never do it. So I'm just big talk, little cop, you know.
I used to RP a lot. Like that was kind of my main hobby. And
on Gaia RP online.
Well, it was forum RP.
Okay.
I did a so anyways, just various series, and I used to do it a lot, but what I found was my art productivity was very low while I was doing it, because I had like original characters and everything. Like it would have been a lot of fun to draw, but when you're writing that much, you just don't have time to write and draw. It was like one or the other. But I think VTubing has kind of given me a situation where like I can pivot back to art a lot and get a lot more of that done. Nothing against writing. Writing's also fun. But.
Yeah, and they're good because like they're good for stuff like that's good for your brain. Also, no, Amrev, we're still gonna do. No, I'm excited for the hentai stream. I have to be unsay-so for a second. No, I'm gonna be doing a throwback stream where I look at old like hentai like browser like based ones, like the Flash ones.
Oh right. Can you show that stuff on stream?
No, that's what I'm figuring. Because I either need to go to Plexstorm, but I really want to send people to another website that feels like cumbersome. It feels like annoying to be like, all right, haha, now go follow me on, you know, like it. But I was thinking about maybe, maybe someone can tell me if they know if this is like doing the stream on Twitch, right? But the actual like video. Well, maybe I could do it on Discord. Maybe I could stream it to Discord. I was gonna think about not like SciTube, obviously, but like something similar to that, where I post a link and they watch the actual like browser stream there, but we're all on Twitch to like talk.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I don't know how you would start with making that like. I think as long as you didn't like show the graphic stuff on stream, like even if you were talking about hentai and stuff, then it would probably be fine. But I don't know.
I might just have to do the like the weird like Discord stream because like you know I just Twitch, just let me have fun, let me be funny.
Right. They haven't caught you yet, so maybe
not. I'm so terrified of that because I've shown like hentai pages on the screen before, nothing explicit, but I don't use ad block or anything. I'm not delinquent, but I'm scared that I'm gonna do something like that, like shitposty, and end up showing just full on like hardcore on screen, you know, not fellatio. Oh my god, fornication, right? I'm scared about that.
Sure.
I was trying to be safe, so I'm sorry.
It's fine. I did messed up these nails. I gotta fix them. But yeah, that does sound like an interesting stream, so I'll watch it.
I'm very terrified.
Let's see, the 12 tabs open in browser says Deathwing. VC.
Yeah, right. One of my biggest fears also, I think, is doing something on the browser on purpose, like streaming my browser on purpose, and then like it auto fills something embarrassing, like like X hentai, right? I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, let's look up elephants, and then the EX. It's like, no, just for funnies. I just look for shitpost pages there.
Right.
I have to. I'm very scared. I had that kind of happen the other day. I was showing off my YouTube, and I typed in. I was typing in the search bar, and ASMR chocolate or something kind of funny came up, and I was like, oh god, they're gonna see that and think I'm a weirdo. Now I have to explain it to them, even though like none of them probably cared. I had to show, those ASMR those ear speakers they use for it.
Yeah, I know what you know.
Okay, so the funniest thing to me is not ASMR itself, but some of the scenarios, right? Some of the scenarios are like, I bury you in sand and dig you up, ASMR, or I cover you in molten chocolate and dig you out, ASMR. So I was showing someone that, so I had to type in like ASMR chocolate, because I just think about those poor little ears being subjected to being covered in chocolate and weird shit all the time. Like I don't know, they're expensive equipment. It's just funny to me. Yeah. And so I had to show my viewers. I was like, look, I promise I'm not a weirdo. This is a thing that exists. It's funny.
I see.
I'm always scared of like an actual slip up though, like happening though.
Yeah, for me it's I stream from Clip Studio a lot, and you know how even if you don't have like a lewd picture on your Clip Studio, you might have like it shows your history in a bunch of windows, and I always worry that I'm going to capture the wrong window and I'm going to show something that I made for my NSFW account. It'll happen one day. It's just a counter, a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, pure like your yab meter. I'm not a weirdo. I'm perfectly normal. I'm perfectly. The chat is bullying me. Yeah. I shan't be bullied.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I forgive him.
You can't escape it, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know how to change the opacity of a layer?
Let's see. Yeah, although last time I tested it, it seemed like it was locked, so that maybe only I could do it. But which layer are you working with?
Layer 1. I just want it to be like 50 opacity because I wanted to redraw the limbs on top real quick.
Okay, Alright, so I can set it to 50. Let me see if I can give you control of the layer 2.
Nice, thank you.
1 second. Okay, I tried to give you access to it. Let me know if it'll... Because I think someone tried to like adjust this in the past and it kind of snaps back to where it was.
It won't let me, but this is perfect, so thank you. And then I can always hide the layer when needed, so it's all good. Thank you.
Sure thing.
I'm working on a game, but I'm not really proud of it. I'm in it for the money.
Oh wait, you're making a game too?
Yeah. Well, it's not a one-person thing. I'm not gonna say the name of it because I'm very ashamed of it, and I don't want my bosses to know I've been goofing off by VTubing. So
I see. It's your job. Like
not my main job. No, it's a side thing. So,
okay.
But that's how I learned Live 2D was rigging up the models for it. God, do I hate it though. It is, and nothing wrong with full Coomer bait, but it's not my Coomer bait, so it's cringe.
I always thought that like. I am in a writing community that does, let's say, stuff I can't share on stream. And yes. Some of those people do commissions, and I always think to myself that would be it's one of the things that is ripe for commissioning because people want it, but doing stuff that is not your personal taste as a commission for writing that stuff, and you gotta write 10,000 or more words or whatever, I think it would be torturous trying to write stuff that you don't care about like that.
So you have to make it you have to know what parts they enjoy, right?
Exactly.
So you have to write it properly.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's what this is. Like I said, it's not my taste, so it's cringe, and I don't usually care except I have to do it. And also my bosses, they have some bad taste, even outside of the fact that it's not my thing, right? It just baffles me. But it's full Coomer game.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've definitely run into some of that in my time writing as well, unfortunately. Different strokes for different things.
I thought about it. I also like writing. I haven't done it for stream before. I almost did actually, because I would love to make an otome. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, sometimes I always forget like who knows what, right? I don't want to be super weeby without a.
Yeah.
I don't want to start talking and you being like, what the fuck are you talking about? Crazy
No, I'm fairly otaku, so generally I'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure, but I want to make one because a lot of otome games are kind of fucking lame. They don't appeal to me. They're not my taste, so they're cringe, right?
Yeah.
Because otomes, they like their soft, like pretty boys. They like their Dorito chins or whatever, and I'm just like, no, I don't want them prettier than me. I wish there was more like otomes, like guys. I don't even have to be like muscle chads. I just want them to look like not like not exactly like me. Like if I showed my mom this, if I was like, Mom, this is my husbando, I don't want her to be like, I thought it looks like a girl, right? I just want, and there's a few that exist, but not too many. Like I want a Dream Daddy game but good.
Okay.
I'm getting you in trouble with Game Grumps now. You're welcome.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, good. They'll never come to your stream now. They're like, wow, he had a guest that didn't like our game. Fuck her.
No, it's fine.
But I did a stream once to try to explain like how to write like routes for a visual novel like that. But it's very hard to teach something like writing when you're on stream. It's for me anyways. Yeah. I talk to the chat and I get distracted, and it's you have to be quiet to write, and it takes a little bit to get the words out, and I was just like, oh Jesus, was a mistake.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. So I write choose your own stuff a lot. And conceptually it's close to writing a like a routed visual novel.
Right.
Not quite the same thing, because of course you're not usually working with graphics and things like that. But that said, I think that there's several things about that, especially when you're writing like NSFW stuff, that I would not want to do on stream, or like have somebody over my shoulder while I'm doing it.
Yeah. God, there's also that, right? Because sometimes you write something and you go back and reread it, and you're like, why did I think this was funny or good, or like what was wrong with me? So I used to do choose your own adventure sort of writing online.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite that, right? Like I'd write. Oh, I think wasn't Homestuck like this, like where he'd write and then he'd draw and then they give like a prompt to answer and he'd choose whatever, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
Okay, so like that, but just words, right? Like I didn't like I drew pictures occasionally, but it was mostly a text-based thing, and and I just there was times where I'd post my thing, right? Go to bed. I never proofread. I never ever proofread, and then I'd wake up, reread the thing I wrote, and then go, oh, well, God, you fucking idiot! Why not just take 10 minutes to reread your passage before posting it?
Proofreading is definitely one of my weaker points too. Like I'll post something, I'll go to bed, and then I'll wake up and I'll be like, "Ooh boy, that's been up for people to see for a couple of hours."
Yeah, it's too late. I can't delete this. They know if I delete it, then I'm in shame. Like it's worse if I delete it.
Right. Oh boy. Okay, so I do. My Amelia is slightly pretty decorated. I couldn't think of that many accessories to put on.
No, dude, I saw flower. I'm sorry, I'm taking so long. I'm such a slow drawer, artist, whatever.
We are good. But I'm trying to think of what else to draw. Maybe.
Well, would you have a weapon? Do you have like a magical girl weapon?
Magical girl weapon.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do they use? Like wands and things, or
you can use literally whatever you want. I have the cat of nine tails.
Oh, is it like a whip?
Yeah, pretty much. But that way it could be like, haha, he takes my cat of nine. That way it can.
I got it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'll think about what would my weapon be. Well, I've got a silly idea, so I'm gonna draw it.
Is it gonna be a sticky hand? I hope it's a sticky hand.
A sticky hand?
Yeah, like what Koki uses.
Okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, no, do what you were gonna do. No, don't you be. Oh my God! I just flipped the. How did I flip the canvas?
Oh, I think there's maybe if you press. Ooh, which button was it? V.
I hit. Oh, V. Oh, what the? Oh God. Okay.
Gotcha.
Good knowledge, but I'm terrified to know it now.
I see.
Oh, 4 sets of magical brass. Yes.
Nice.
Draw your hand with the brass knuckles.
For my own personal aura.
Yeah. No. Yeah,
I'll
you can do it. Oh, I need to be hydrated for that. I like doing it, but I keep talking and not drinking my water. I am, but
Oh, you have an or Sigma?
I'm too dumb. My mouth is too dumb right now. I like doing it though. I haven't done it on stream yet because then people will be like, "Oh, you watched JoJo," and I'll just be like, "I'm only up to part 3."
Oh, I see. Man,
Because I'm scared of them coming out. I've known about JoJo like since like 2007, right? Like I remember when Dio on the bulldozer was a meme before the part 3 anime ever came out.
For sure.
And I know a lot about it. I've seen up to part 3. I have so much to do. There's so many JoJo parts.
There really are, and another one coming soon. So.
Yeah, isn't the current arc about to end?
Well, let's see. So, actually, yeah, in the manga, I think there's actually a new manga coming soon, JoJo Lands.
Yeah.
But even then, I think there's the anime is coming up with some more soon too.
Yeah, Jolene.
Yep. I was into the manga back when I used to read manga. It's been the only reason I don't still read manga is whenever I watch anime, I'm doing it with like something to eat.
Multitasking.
Yeah, and I just have a hard time multitasking while reading manga. So I haven't done so much since I like left college. But anyways, back then JoJo's was one of my favorite to read. So I read all the way up through Pride of JoJo Leon, which is the one right after like Steel Ball Run.
Right.
But I'm not caught up on it, so I don't know what happens and all that junk.
Yeah, that's the same with me. Like when I watch anime, it's because I'm like knitting or something. Like I don't like to just idly do one thing, which is sucky. I wish I could just. I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing, right? Or if I'm like I feel like guilty, like sitting up just watching something, right? Like I don't know if it's like one or the other. So like with manga, you kind of are stuck just doing the one thing.
Yeah, that's true. And it's funny because I hear it's a great like hobby for people who are on their phones all the time. And I am on my phone quite often. But I just, I'm addicted to Twitter.
Yeah, are you going to shit post and read manga at the same time?
Right. I've got to pick one. Let's see. Alright, so I'm trying to draw some brass knuckles. I'm not using a reference, so I hope it's okay.
Nice, just freehand it. Go.
Yep.
Hard mode.
Yeah. Let's see. So your magical weapons are you use a cat of nine tails. Do you have any other kinds of like abilities? Maybe something like what are your cat powers that you get while you're in cat mode?
So I'm very useful. I totally did not choose like one of the worst gimmicks ever. I'm pretty good at healing, so like when I get my ass kicked, I just have to go home and like sit down and drink some tea and just sleep with my cats, and then I wake up and I'm fine. That's pretty cool. It's not quite like Wolverine healing. Like I think like if they ever like cut off my head, I don't feel from that. But my best power is I get extra lives at least, so that's cool. I get 9.
Right. Yeah, you have that thing where there's like a streak in your hair for how many times you've died, right?
Yeah, which sucks because now people are like, you're graying, and it's like, no, I'm dying. Please understand.
I see.
I get. It's kind of lame. I chose like a time based something or whatever, so I can like jump. I'm pretty good at balancing on things. I can like bounce on the edges of things. I'm a little bit faster. If my head can fit through a hole, then the rest of my body can, like a real cat.
I see.
Like,
that seems like a pretty specific power.
Cats can fit into any space. So if their head can fit, then the rest of their body can fit. So like that's how they can like get into places they shouldn't be in.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
It's very horrifying. Have you ever seen someone dislocate and then relocate their shoulder?
Yeah. Come to think of it, actually, that's one of your dislocating like your neck is one of the things that happens.
It happens because I have to fit into tiny places to get in.
I see. Now I finally understand.
Yes, that's why I can't fix it. I need it.
It probably makes you pretty hard to keep under house arrest, I'd imagine.
That's why they have the magic seal. That's why they use their magic. That's why they're like, all right, Callie, not only are we going to like stifle your abilities, you're not allowed. Have you ever played the Silent Hill series?
I've played most of them, yeah.
Have you played 4?
I've watched my brother play 4, yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like that, but instead of locks on the door, the locks on me. I can't break the windows. I can't do nothing. The best I could do is, so I feed the porch cats, right? Like my hands can like reach out, like I can reach out with my stuff, right? But like my torso can't leave. So I can like reach like for mail or the cat food bowl or whatever, but nope.
Gotcha. Yeah, Silent Hill 4 is actually kind of close to what's happening with you, the whole house arrest. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, you think I'm actually here, but this is just a projection.
I see. Also, I'm being asked for words for each of my brass knuckle sets. It's kind of a challenge. I'm trying to think of what would go on there.
Fire.
Yeah, there we go. Fire. How about let's write them out. Fire.
Okay, yes.
Burn.
Heat.
Heat. There we go. We just need one more.
Red, but spelled with 2 D's.
Nice. Yellow spelled Y-E-L. That would be terrible. That would be awesome. Oh man, Mr. Roo, that stuff creeps me out. I think in Silent Hill 4, there's that whole thing where you'll like look around the apartment and different like small things will change. That happens kind of in Fatal Frame 3 as well too, and it's funny how much scarier that is than like it's an area where you're supposed to be safe, so it's creepy stuff happening there like hits so much harder than happening in the rest of the game.
Yeah, I love horror, but I hate a lot of horror things, like because it's just they think scary is let's scream at you like randomly, and then let's maybe show like our CGI. Like, whoa, aren't you spooked? Look at this monster on full display, and it just looks goofy and dumb and
Yeah.
Horror is very difficult to do. Like, I think being funny is easier than proper horror, but comedies are also difficult. I do think it's easier to be accidentally funny than it is to be accidentally scared. Well, no, that's not true. Because like weird people make like weird puppets or whatever.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. I think that even then, a lot of old movies and things kind of are a good way to look at how you can be scary, and you can use the special effects to help that without making it just like let's put a big monster on screen.
Yeah.
Also, somebody gave me the suggestion Pyre, which is a fantastic 4-letter fire word.
Ooh.
So thank you, Deathwing.
Fancy. It's like with the original Jaws, right? Like they didn't know how to make the shark work, so they didn't show it on screen too often. So I don't think Jaws is scary now, but when it came out, it was, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And I that keeping that shark hidden was like a good, or like Blair Witch Project, I think is still kind of spooky. Not as spooky as when it came out, but like the scary things in like the Blair Witch Project is you never see anything like explicit really until like the end, and even then it's mostly kind of really tame compared to like modern stuff.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a scary movie. Yeah, I actually watched a really old scary movie a little while ago. I say a little while ago. It's actually been forever now. But it was a really old black and white called Now the Screaming Starts. And so it's black and white, but man, that thing is scary for being like you think, well, what could they do that's scary? But like, there's been so much evolution of techniques and stuff since then. But golly, that thing is just like, you know how the scariest thing is when you're looking at something like thinking it might change, and it doesn't, but they just like they do that a couple of times and then they finally like change it, and then it's like
it's like you knew it was coming and it still scares you.
right. So man, I don't know, but that's if you ever want to like look at a good suspenseful movie, that's a one that'll give you the heebie-jeebies.
Right. I was thinking of, have you ever heard of Possum?
Possum, you say?
Yeah, it's I don't know, I think it's an indie film. It's like Irish or Scottish, I don't remember. It's one of those. It's not American, and it involves like a scary. Oh, the puppet in that is creepy as shit. Despite the fact that they show it on screen all the time, but it's a simple puppet, and it's a real puppet.
Oh boy. No, I've not seen it.
Oh yeah, it's pretty neat, and it's like one of those sad, like quiet films too. And I like quiet films. I hate when things are loud and screaming at you. Gotcha.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. I had never heard of that one.
Yeah, and it's still it's one of those ones that still allows you to be pretentious, because then you're like, what did it mean at the end?
Nice. I do like those kinds of things.
Yeah, but not so pretentious. Like it's pretty like clear for the most part. But so you're not like, oh, what is it like? You know, like sometimes a movie ends, you're like, wait, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, man, I watch. I'll put myself on blast here. I watch some pretentious movies. Like if it gets a high like Metacritic score and like it's an art house film, I'll be like, well, I have to see this now. I don't know why I'm like that, but I just like some pretentious movies.
Yeah, they're fun because either they're funny because it's like, look at you trying to like, you know, like be something you're not, which is kind of fun. You know, like The Room.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or you actually find something kind of nice. I like watching. I don't want to say indie films because I feel like that has just that pretentious aura, but I guess technically that's what they are. Like where they have more creative freedom to do stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I keep trying to switch my brush over like this is Photoshop. Oops.
Yeah. Man, you know, it was a good indie film. Man, The Lighthouse. I love The Lighthouse. I don't know why, but there's something about it that's just so like weird. I can't stop thinking of it.
The Lighthouse?
Yeah. It's with Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe. It's like it's all black and white, but it's a recent movie. But they basically work this lighthouse together, but William Dafoe's character is just like nuts, and they're on this like island trapped together. Not trapped, but like they have to work there together.
Right.
I won't give away what happens, but if you want to just like watch a weird, cool movie, that's definitely has my recommendation.
Rad. And you mean like the guy from Twilight, right? That Patterson?
I think so. Yeah, Robert Pattinson. He's been in a couple things since then, but
yeah, it's always fun. I'm glad he's such a weirdo.
Yeah, he is quite strange.
It's neat to see. Or like, how was it? I watched Swiss Army Knife Man a few months ago.
Ooh, yeah.
And seeing Daniel Radcliffe in that is still a little bit wild. Like, because I know they do other stuff, but still see, like, you know, you're still like, well, there's Harry Potter, like, barking.
Yeah, I know.
Still a little bit like, ooh.
For sure.
Blows my little mind.
Yeah. Somebody mentioned Ghost Watch. I wish I'd seen that. That looks like a lot of fun. That's like the fake or it's like a documentary that's presented like it's real about like ghosts, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? Well, I'll let you.
Do you ever watch like Korean or like Japanese horror?
I love Japanese horror, but I don't watch enough of it. But occasionally I will. Yeah, I watched like Ringu.
I've seen that one finally. I saw that one recently.
Yeah. But man, I love the way they do Japanese horror. I think that something about it is like sometimes it's often more like folklore based than what we have.
Right.
And I think that it's sort of like I don't know. It's hard to describe all the differences, but a lot of it actually carries over to my favorite like video game series. Like Siren is actually my very favorite horror series. If you've never played it, it's basically like this small Japanese town gets infected, but it's like it's a religious thing mixed, like a religious like cultural thing mixed with actual like mutations and stuff. But it's just a great series. Especially, I think if you like Silent Hill, you'd probably like it too.
I know I've heard of it. I don't know anything about the plot, which is kind of nice because I don't get to go into things blind very often.
Oh, sure, yeah. Well, yeah, I won't spoil everything about it, but it's quite nice.
Yeah, and that's fine because sometimes you have to spoil like slightly a little bit to give like someone a reason to watch something. You know, like there's definitely been things that I've got spoiled on. But the spoiler is what made me want to watch it.
Yeah, true.
But it's tough because it's like also like oh, it would have been great to go in blind. And then just internet. I like to read about like a lot of like series I haven't played before too, like just sometimes to know interesting facts about them or whatever.
Gotcha.
The people involved. Is it Siren like S-I or is it like P-S-Y? Okay.
Yeah, it's Siren, S-I-R-E-N. And, yep, that name is basically referring to like an alarm, like although, well, there might be a double meaning there, but I won't go into that.
Right.
Let's see. Who else should I?
Older ones, just like because of accessibility. But now now it's easier for me to do.
Oh yeah. Siren, the series is pretty much stuck on the PS2. To be honest, they did put out one for the PS3, and it's not bad. But
the first one's better.
Yeah, I would say the first one's probably the best, and furthermore, the PS3 isn't exactly a spring chicken of a console either. So yeah, it's funny every now and then I say that. Well, this is the more recent release, and they're like, "Man, I've never had a PS3," and I'm like, "Oh gosh, that was decades." All right, what else should I draw? I forgot to mention. Usually I do go about like 2 hours or 2.5 hours on these.
Cool. I'm sorry I'm such a slow artist. I'm sorry you're having to.
No, that's okay. I'm good. We're doing good. Can we just sit?
I might leave her I might color her head in and leave her in a rough draft so that you're not stuck. Just have to.
I can fill like small spaces pretty well too. So
nice.
In no trouble. Let's see. Why don't I draw a quick Callie?
Not me, no.
Callie is fun to draw. You heard it here first.
You can't. Oh, my bangs. I hate drawing my bangs. I don't know why bangs are so difficult.
Oh, really? I got that.
So not all of them, but like with mine, I feel like it's trying to match the curve of my dumb forehead.
I see. I never thought of that. But no,
it's
I like drawing.
I need to draw more other V2. So I get them this.
Oops, sorry, the mic cut out there. What was that?
I get scared. I do that thing where I feel like, oh, it doesn't look exactly like them or in their style. Then I just no good. I can't do it. Oh, let me fix this. I broke.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Especially, I guess, VTubers are such magnets for fan art that there are sometimes situations where they have like a lot of fan art for you to compare it to, and that can feel a little intimidating.
It's like it's like that comment where someone like brings a cake and it doesn't look as good as the first cake, and they're like, "Oh, no one's gonna want to eat my cake." But then it shows someone being like, "Oh shit, 2 cakes."
Yeah, that's the way I like to think about it. Is nobody's ever gonna be like unhappy unless you're drawing something you shouldn't be. No one's ever gonna be unhappy about.
And if they are happy with it, then they don't deserve it. Then it's like, well, now you know what kind of person they are, which sucks. But
Right, that's true.
Like, never be mad about, because the fact that someone took the time to make something for you.
Yeah, true, exactly.
So long as they're not entitled afterwards, because I feel like that.
No, I know what you mean there.
Scary.
You gotta stay humble, because I think there's definitely a trap a lot of people fall into where one of the best things about drawing a VTuber is that you're drawing an anime character, but you're also drawing somebody who's gonna hopefully appreciate what you draw. But that said, if you go into it with the mindset that if like the person doesn't shower you with compliments or everything like that, it's not worth it, then or like you need like recognition, then that's the worst way to go into it, because you'll be like you'll just end up making a fool of yourself.
Yeah, so it's just right, like you always be grateful, but also don't set up like these impossible, because like people are a bit. Oh my god! I just recently found fan art that I didn't notice from like a month or two ago, and I was so upset at myself for not like seeing it. Like I already went ahead and like retweeted it and all that. And I told her, I was like, oh my god, I didn't see this. I'm so sorry. But and luckily she was fine. She's like, yeah, she didn't tag me in it either. She used my art tag. So I just hadn't seen it, right? She's like, oh, I didn't tag you in it because I was so embarrassed to be posting it, but I wanted to post it. So it was fine, but I felt so bad about that.
Nah, I know what you mean. I think that a lot of people make art tags, and then it's great to consolidate your art space there. But and a lot of people are more comfortable doing that than adding the streamer, which is definitely a good idea, especially for like the largest streamers. They're going to be getting tons of tags a day. So, oh hey Krabby, thanks for following.
Sketty, yes, we're he's drawing Magical Girl, him, and I'm drawing Boob. Ice Boob.
Right.
I'm struggling because I've been drawing on my phone, and now I'm like on this tablet, and I'm just like, oh, and I don't have but even my phone has the stabilizer. I'm so used to my crutch.
Yeah, I got you. I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh, and then I rotate the canvas all the time when I draw too. I just I'm just on the hard mode, bro. It's fine. It's my fault.
I understand. Just so you know, any like changes you make to your canvas, like flipping it or so forth, it's only on your side. So so it'll be fine from my perspective. Although I don't know if there's a way to like rotate the canvas with hotkeys here.
Is there a way to rotate it at all?
I'm not sure. Hold on.
I'm looking through quick.
Oh yeah, I think there is near the bottom. There's like a canvas rotation next to the zoom.
What? Oh my god, I found it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a miracle.
Nice. Thank goodness.
Yes. That's cool. This is a cool program.
Yep.
Let me see if I can.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if you get this a lot, but it's just a great VTuber design to draw because it's like it's fun to draw and it's not like over complicated, which I think is a valid concern you have to take into account when you go into VTubing.
Yes. Oh, what? I have a friend who calls it Katamari shit whenever someone's over designed.
Katamari, you say, like referring to like the King of all Cosmos?
Yeah, where you're just rolling up everything to one big ball.
Okay. I see. That makes
sense. Yeah, he calls it Katamari shit, and there's some corporates that have that too, and it's just like, geez, it's too busy. Just take some of it out, please.
I see. But yeah, so I think this design is just the right mix. As for me, I think mine would be easy if I didn't have the forearms. I kind of
and boys.
Yeah. I hit myself in the kneecapped myself with that one, unfortunately.
I draw Shiva from Mortal Kombat all the time. I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think people who. Oh yeah. Oh god. Yeah, people love Shiva. I think that's her name, right?
Are you a lady? Yeah. Are you a Mortal Kombat fan?
I played the 2009 release, like religiously when it came out. I hate fighting games, but I did play that one religiously.
I got you. I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, but I've only been in it since 9 was actually my first one, I think, and then since then I've played.
They're hard. I can't compute like how you memorize combos and then do them, but also keep track of the other people.
Yeah. For me, the combo execution was definitely tricky because it's more of a combo-based fighter than a lot of other games in terms of your damage will be extremely low if you don't do combos. Also, Deathwing, yeah, you've got a point there. I think the only part that's hard is just the hands, so I end up drawing like 4 hands per picture.
Just draw it once and then copy and paste it and flip it?
For my model down there, I did, and it looks kind of bad, but I'll redraw it at some point.
You can also use it just as a guide too, so you don't have to completely. But then you can I'll make the fingers on this one look this way instead, so it's not like an obvious
Yeah. Good point. That's
so you use what did you say? You use Clip Paint Studio, right?
Yes. Yep.
Nice. Fuck, I hate GIMP. I hate GIMP so much. I don't know how people use it.
Yeah. Man, I used GIMP back during my high school days, but I haven't really used it much since then. I found like it's definitely not as easy to use as Clip Studio Paint, that's for sure.
Yeah, isn't it on sale right now, Clip Studio Paint? I should really get it again.
Yeah, it's like I think 50% off last I checked, and it's a pretty good program. I definitely I've been using it for many years now.
Yeah, I know, because I know a lot of people. I'm so used to using Photoshop, but like we had that in school and stuff too. Mm-hmm. But and I've used a little bit of Clip Studio Paint, so I definitely like don't hate it. But I'm just so used to using Photoshop, so I should try it out, especially if it's like cheaper than it usually is. Oh, I got lost. That's fine.
True.
I just kind of drew a thoughtie. It's fine. She kind of looks like she's getting ready for Carnival.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fine.
Yeah. You can wear whatever you want as a magical girl, and it's okay because it's part of your fighting uniform. So.
Yes, exactly. Because everyone thinks you have to. A lot of people think you just have to have like a seifuku, but no, you can make anything a magical girl like uniform. It just has to. It just has to be like fantastic, you know.
Mm-hmm. True. Oh yeah, are you done with your canvas or?
Let me fix up her dummy thick legs real quick.
That's fine. Not a problem.
Yeah, because I know you're like, oh, come on, you slow bitch, stop talking. Finish drawing your thick bitch.
No, nothing like that. I didn't want to start doing another liner act, if you were finished.
Yeah, here, let me see if I can nailed it. I'm nailing her little shovel hands.
Already. I'm gonna draw Luna from. Oh hey, Dr. Executioner. Good to see you. I'll give you a quick shout out.
Oh, Luna is so cute.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. What were you up to, Dr. Executioner? Minecraft. Yeah, I saw you posting about that on Twitter. It sounded like you weren't a big Minecraft fan, but I hope you still enjoyed it.
Do you play Minecraft? Don't tell me you're one of those.
Me personally, I'm the only human being who's never played Minecraft. So.
Yeah, no, fuck Minecraft. I tried it once and it made me so motion sick.
Oh.
I prefer Don't Starve.
I see. Gotcha.
It's just like the aesthetic of Don't Starve too, I think. Like I know everyone's like, oh, I love Minecraft. You can do whatever you want, and maybe you can. But I don't know. I like the Don't Starve aesthetic better from my brief bias of playing Minecraft once and being sick from it. Right? I'm just like, yeah, this sucks. Everyone sucks that likes this.
I got you. Oh yeah, the intern was playing Minecraft. That's right. I remember seeing it.
But maybe I'll try it on stream. I feel like I should try some. Like I've never played Dark Souls. I feel like I should try that at least once.
Oh, man,
a real gamer.
I love Dark Souls. Yeah, I saw Nelson was trying it recently, and he did not change his opinion after he finished it. But yeah. you might like it.
I feel like I play like enough different games that and then I'm stubborn about games too. Like I don't usually rage quit games often. Like if something I just absolutely cannot like Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good about not. I'll even play like if I'm playing a series, I have to play like all of them in the series in order, even if they suck.
I see.
Which scares me because I'm playing through Devil May Cry for the first time, and everyone tells me to skip 2, and I'm like, well, no, I have to. It's in the turn order.
Yeah, that's definitely on my 2 playlist as well. But somebody gifted me 4, so if I ever start, I'm probably going to do it completely out of order.
Also works. Oh, like staying up to get platinum on Bayonetta. I love on Bayonetta already.
Bayonetta is nice.
John. Wait, shit, what's her name? The blonde bitch. I love Bayonetta. I'm so excited for 3, even though we haven't gotten any news in like 2 years.
Yeah, if it finally comes out, that'll be some good news. I started playing the series fairly recently. I finished 1 and started 2, but I'm not finished with 2 yet, unfortunately.
I like 2, but I hate Loki. I hate Loki so much in that.
That's fair. I think I know the character. I think I've met that character. You mean the kid? The kid in that one? Or is it a different character?
The promotional materials. I'm sorry if this is any kind of spoiler, but I'm just saying that he exists and he's terrible.
Gotcha. That's fair.
He's got a Cockney accent. Ugh!
Yeah, no, I do know the one you're talking about now. And I've just met him, but I have a feeling I'll be the same way.
Brat. He's just such a fucking brat. It's so angry. I'm getting tilted thinking about him.
I see. Oh.
I know they're gonna release it on the Switch though, or whatever new console. I know I'm gonna have to buy whatever new console to play Bayonetta 3. I'm mad, so mad about that. Just release it on the PC so I could just play it.
Gotcha. That's unfortunate. Man, usually I keep up with, like, traditionally I've always kept up with the console generation, but recently I upgraded my computer, so I'm not playing nearly as many console games these days. So I haven't gotten, like, the PS5 or the Xbox or anything like that. Once they come up with some games on the PS5, maybe you'll look at it again.
Why would you want games?
Right? Who needs games? We have fast loading speeds.
Don't you have? You got your Spider-Man game. Just play that for a few years.
Right? Apparently. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. I should add some whiskers, shouldn't I? Let's do that.
Yes.
Whisker.
I was gonna do something, but now I don't know how to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. So she's just gonna be my bikini.
Gotcha. Oh hey, did your sister ever make her debut on stream?
So she's not gonna like have her own channel because her work won't like allow her to, like her side hustle.
Oh,
and stuff.
okay.
Very busy. So she's been on my stream. I was working on her model, but we didn't get very much done because we're dumb bitches that like to talk shit, and so got distracted and stuff. So she has, and she's shown up on stream before just without a model, but now I've got one. So once I get that done, and once she has some days off, we're gonna do our first like official like sister stream. Because the time she's come on before, she just was hanging out and chat, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to talk?" And she's like, "Hell yeah, I do."
Okay, nice.
All been it.
So it's coming. It's down the line. Or some more with her, I guess.
But she's also gross, so I'll be fine.
She's gross.
She burps. I hate burps so much. And she knows I hate it, so she'll just do it on purpose, like as loud as she can. It gets me so tilted.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, she's the worst. I mean, I love her, but she's the worst.
There's definitely two schools of thought on streaming, which is, oh no, I can't ever burp. I've got to mute my mic if I burp. And then there's people who are like, hey, put up the burp counter.
And then she was all so Sketty like gave her the clothes and stuff, right? And so my sister was like, "He's kind of sad. I don't." Well, she didn't say they sucked. But she's like, "I don't like them." And I was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't make them. You're being such a grateful little bitch right now."
Oh no.
Because like Sketty makes like most of my outfits. Bodega made my sundress. But otherwise Sketty like has like hemmed everything for me, right? So she made those, and my sister was just being a rude bitch. I was just like, oh my god, sister. She thought I made them, so like she was just like letting loose, but it wasn't that they were ugly. She just like, they're not my.
That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
So I had to punish her by making her do a Dojin tier maker.
Did you do it?
She did. I made her do like 5 tags. The one we found kind of sucked. It wasn't very interesting, so I just made her do a few.
I see. I'm actually. One of the things I'm doing for my upcoming, like, 19th anniversary stream. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me start that over. The 6-month anniversary stream
okay.
on the 19th. I'm not like at the very front of the VTubers.
I was like, well, I mean, 20 years ago. My God.
Yeah, I was into VTubers before they were cool. But no. So it's my 6-month anniversary on the 19th, and one of the things I'll be doing is a tag like tier list. So I don't know how that'll go. I plan to do like a mulligan before it starts, where I'll pick like a couple of things that I complete the 5th one and just take them out of the list. But,
yeah, because the worst part about those is like some of them are like very yab worthy, and like very yab worthy. Like people will get depending on your opinion on them, which was that's partially like why I made mine. Yeah. And then so it might be good to like or at least hide them underneath like the screen, right? Like right. So that they can't. That way, if you don't rank one, someone doesn't go, wait, but what do you think about Omoroshi? Right. Obviously not that. Like I think you could rank that one and be safe, but the more testy topics.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, is just maybe hide a couple that like I don't want to talk about at length.
It's like because then people it gets awkward or people get mad and it's like, well, fuck off, everyone. My screen.
Man,
Let me have fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just saying, oh, let me have fun.
Oh, I see. Yeah, tier lists are pretty popular lately. I think that one of the reasons is they probably encourage a lot of audience engagement. Like when you, of course, it's fun to do, and it's a fairly easy type of stream to do too, in terms of just not a lot set up. But also people like to get involved and talk about what their favorite things are. So,
you like. Like when you're talking about, they're like, "Oh, you should like this because of this," or they're like, "This, I think this sucks," right?
Yeah. And to be fair, I think compared to other VTubers, I'm not a very opinionated person. Like, I have a really hard time arguing against anybody. So that's another thing. That's why I haven't done like a lot of tier lists in the past. So this will just be me kind of like stepping outside of my comfort zone a little bit for a special stream.
Nice. Oh, can you see? So I colored her head in blue. Can you see it on your side? Because it's not on the stream, and I don't know why it's not showing up on both of ours.
I don't see. It's not reflecting on mine either. Give me 1 second, and I'll see. Is it on layer? Is it on layer 1?
Yeah. I just don't want you to think I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm just sitting here talking.
Yeah. Huh. I wonder why it's not showing up. I'm gonna adjust the opacity real quick, but then I'll set it back down.
Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, it's not showing up for me. Oh, it says you left the session for some reason.
I disconnected earlier, but then my other ones work. It can toe the line with TOS unfriendly. Yeah, because you could talk about like, oh, let me tell you do it like hentai, but there's nothing on screen. Like. You're not saying any no words usually, so like, yeah, you don't get picked up like on the filter or whatever.
Gotcha. Yep. Do you want me to? Should I make a new canvas, or do you want to try to rejoin this room?
Let me take a picture of mine, and if you want to make a new canvas, you can.
Okay, sure.
Let me take a picture on my side just to prove that I wasn't pissing off enough. I'll redraw her on my phone so you can have a proper rival for shitpost reasons.
Okay, sure thing.
See, because this is what it looks like on my side, and it just did not update. I don't know why. But yeah, you can make a new canvas now.
Okay, sure. I'll do that. Give me 1 second. And I'll also link her to the chat for proof.
Nice. I'm going to go grab me a little snack real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yep, that's fine. For anybody who wants proof that the cube-headed lady has blue head, there it is. Okay, well, I've saved a PNG on my side as well. While Callie's getting a snack, I'll see if I can get this new canvas set up.
Were you talking shit?
No. Talking to chat. Just talking to chat.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so if you want to make it, if you want to do like a quickie one to get your 2 hours.
Yeah, sure. That would be fine.
I won't take nearly as long this time. I try to promise.
Okie dokie. Give me 1 second. I'll set it up. Tools, session host. I'm going to host it as test again.
Okay.
Actually, you may want to see if you can rejoin the one that's already up. If you can't, then I'll just I'll remake it.
Let me refresh it. Oh. Did I break it? I might have broke it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, give me 1 second.
Sure. That's fine.
I broke it. So while this is loading on the side, I'm very upset because I already know all the spoilers to the first game especially, but should I still try to play Danganronpa?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, I love the series, so I'm a biased take, but yeah, I'd say definitely. Even if you know the stuff for 1, I think 2 is actually my favorite in the series. So if you don't know 2, it's worth playing 1 to get to 2. But yeah,
Ishimaru from the first one.
Yeah.
Ah, he's precious. I love him.
Ishimaru was actually my favorite from 1 as well, to be honest.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah.
I feel bad because like I was on Tumblr at the time, right? And so like when Danganronpa was like super duper popular, it was just all over, right? Like I had no choice but to see spoilers.
I understand. Yeah, that's rough. I
And it sucks because I like mystery, like I like Professor Layton and stuff. So it's like, you know, kind of sort of similar in that regard, like puzzle solving.
Also, this reminded me that there's a magical girl-related thing I can draw from Danganronpa too. So I'll do that.
You could? Is it from the all-girl one?
It's actually from Danganronpa 2. It's not a spoiler or anything, so.
Oh, okay, no, I know because they like have wild characters and stuff. So
yeah. I getcha. Yeah, I'll draw it real quick. But yeah, I definitely recommend you trying out the series if you ever get the chance. I know you're probably buried in games like backlog right now. So maybe not.
I don't like play a specific theme on my stream. Like right now we're going through Silent Hills, and then I'm gonna be playing Ghost Trick in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Mixing that Ghost Trick in this week. But I get scared because I'm scared I'm gonna get to a point where I'm like, oh, what should I play? I don't know. So it's just good to have even like.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want to have to think too much. Let me like play a game that kind of lets me like shut off my brain for a little bit.
Sure.
This is like I want something high action or whatever. So it's nice to have like that one's like I don't want to call it a slow game, but you know, like slower pace. It's not Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, exactly. I'd been trying to keep to just like a few guerrilla type games, just so people would have some kind of idea of what to expect, because the way my job works, I just can't like schedule streams during the week like very far in advance.
Right.
That's why I do most of my collabs on the weekends. But that said, I just wanted people to have some kind of idea of like what I'll be playing during the week. So I try to put those on my schedule, but then I also find that I've always been a really flighty gamer. I have a hard time like sticking with one thing for a really long time. So even though I'm putting them on my schedule, I'm also jumping around quite a lot, unfortunately.
Makes sense too, because like your brain like needs stimulation and stuff. Like especially like nowadays with technology. we're compared to like people in the past, right? It's like, oh man, we're just used to things changing all the time too. It's weird because I'll either get like that or I'll get super hyper focused on one thing for a long time.
Yeah, I understand. Man, I don't know what it's been, but for some reason, just all the time for me, I can count the number of games that I've poured over 100 hours into on like one hand. I just jump between games a lot.
Yeah, like I don't have like a large repertoire of games I've played, but the ones I've played I'm like very mostly dedicated to, kind of,
Yeah. Some people are definitely that way for sure.
Like people always ask me, "Oh, Callie, have you ever played like Slay the Spire, or have you played like Dark Souls, or have you played this or Roblox or Terraria?" And I'm just like, no, not really.
Gotcha. I understand.
Or like I've never played like a Grand Theft Auto game before.
Oh wow, I see.
I know, I'm a fake gamer.
No, it's okay. I've actually, to be honest, I've only played one Grand Theft Auto game, just the latest one.
5?
Yep, that's right. The one they keep re-releasing over.
The one that's been like for the past like almost 10 years now, right? No, not that long.
Yeah. Let's see. Krabby says he's on a strict beat 2 to buy 1 new game. That's really a thrifty way to handle it. It's good if you can do it that way. Let's see. I'm going to draw my name.
I'm drawing you, Moe.
Who are you drawing?
You, but like Moe.
Oh, nice.
like a lucky star.
Nice. I'm excited to see it. Excellent.
Beat 2 to 5. Oh yeah, no, that is very smart. I don't like stockpile games though. Like the closest I'll do is like if I played Portal though, so that doesn't count. If it's like super super duper cheap and it's like one I know I like, then I'll sometimes get it. But I don't usually stockpile games, so I'm not that bad at least.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to be. Yeah, I do have a bit of a backlog. I don't think I'm the worst out there, but let's just say that I have a streamable game library built pretty far in advance. Unfortunately.
Are you one of those ones that has hundreds of games, but then you're like, oh, there's nothing to play?
Well, not so much now. I think I'm actually one thing about me is I don't think I have ever allowed myself to get bored since like I was in high school. But on the other hand, I'm definitely the type who's just like there's never enough hours in the day. But I'm pretty good at like filling my time and entertaining myself. So at the very least, I don't think like all the games are bad or there's nothing to like fill my time with or something like that. I'm pretty good at that sort of thing.
It's good at least because I think some people are just so spoiled by having so many options now that they don't like. They take it for granted, kind of, you know?
True.
Like the whole, like, oh, I have hundreds of games, but nothing to play.
Yeah, definitely.
My problem is, like, what... I don't think I'm a picky, like, gamer, but there's also a lot of games that don't, like, appeal to me. Like, which I guess I am picky. You know what? I just counteracted myself with saying that.
It's okay to be picky. It's no.
Not overly so, like, because I like weird games, but I guess there's like a certain mood or like atmosphere or something or like feeling I want the game to give me.
I see. Yeah.
It's hard sometimes.
That's true. Especially if you do get like on a kick for a certain game, and then after you finish it, you're like, "There's no other game that's like this. What am I going to do now?" Or especially with like a series of games. I was actually that way with visual novels for a bit, so I'm a huge Umineko fan, and I
like Higurashi, but you're valid still, I guess.
Higurashi's also good, and anyways, I afterwards I was just like going to all my friends I could, being like, "Hey, do you have anything else that's like Umineko? I need something else similar."
And they're just like, "Oh my god, no, calm down." I think that's part of what gives me anxiety with starting like new. Like I have a problem starting new stuff up. It's not like true anxiety. I'm not like lying in bed being like, I have to watch this new series. Oh no, right? But I'm like, I had to start this new series. What if I really, really, really like it and I'm just ruined forever again? Like, like with the other series, right?
I see. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from.
It's just, I have to like get used to all these new characters and stuff. I have to fall in love with these new characters and then be upset when there's no more. Yeah,
the eternal cycle, unfortunately. Although I don't know if you're the same way, but one of my favorite things about doing like fan art and fan fiction and stuff like that is that it kind of gives you a way to continue to breathe life into a series that's ended. So for instance, lately, I guess there's actually been a few new Umineko things, but even outside of that, I think that the fans kind of keep it alive by just continuing to draw the characters all the time, and come up with new stories and things.
I'm so mad about the Higurashi. I hate the new Higurashi. No, I don't hate the new Higurashi anime. I hate how it looks.
That's fair.
It's too bright and like saturated and like cutesy, and like the original, they're supposed to be like cute, but. It just makes me so mad.
No,
I'm glad to see Higurashi like kicking still. I love Higurashi. It was my first manga. I'm a filthy like secondary because I read the manga.
Well, actually, the manga is actually not a bad place to start compared to. I started with the anime and it cut out all kinds of things.
The manga does like the coolest gimmick though for the series. So it's a slight spoiler alert, but I'm gonna say it anyways. But the series, it's Groundhog Day, right? Like they're constantly like restarting the universe or whatever in Higurashi. And so the manga does something really cool with it. They every time the series restart, or every time it reboots, right? They get a new artist to come in and draw.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, so it's a different art style for every arc, and then when they do so the question arcs in the beginning, and then the answer arcs, they get the artist back to do the second part of their arc, and that's so cool. I wish the anime could do something like that.
Yeah,
like Space Dandy did something similar.
Yeah, man, I miss Space Dandy. That was quite a shit.
Oh god, I love Space Dandy. I think it was great.
Yeah, especially near the end, they were coming up with some really just like wacky episodes.
The High School Musical one.
Yeah, and there was the one where they like brought in all the replacements of all the characters.
Yeah, season 2 especially had some real like bangers. Like I think season 1 turned some people off because it was like the kind of I think the episode would have been fine if they were sprinkled in with like normal. Like with the really good ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of, I feel like season 1 kind of started off with the slightly weaker episodes, but I think it's great. Oh man, there's some really cool shit. Like, because it has some like serious episodes too, but then a lot of them are still funny. But then you have like the weird trippy plant episode, or the mud planet episode, and that's it's so cool.
Yeah, very fun one. Shoot, now I'm thinking about. I guess I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending of that series was also just a fantastic last episode.
Oh man,
quite a experience. Right.
Oh, Space Dandy is great. Like, it's one of those ones that you definitely have to maybe get through the first couple, because I think, like I said, I don't think those episodes are bad, but to like hook you in, they probably should have started off with one of their like other ones instead, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I love Space Dandy. I have the statue of Dandy, like one of the not a Figma, because it's just just a regular statue, but it's so cool.
Nice. Man, I was watching the weirdest thing recently. So for work, I have to watch these training videos, like cybersecurity training videos, and in one of them, I was like, they introduced a new actor, and the actor is presented as being an otaku, so. For no reason, his desk is just covered in like various anime paraphernalia.
Ooh.
And one of the things I noticed is he does have a Space Dandy like background on his laptop. I was thinking that's an interesting throw in there.
Very nice. That's great. I love it's so good. I love Space. I love Cowboy Bebop too. I think they're kind of equal. It just depends what mood I'm in, right?
True. Yeah, it's kind of whether you're in that like cool mood or in a funny mood or something.
Yeah, because they're both like Space Dandy's more of a like proper anthology, but there's both like you just watch one episode usually at random and you're good.
Yeah. Man, that's a pretty cute looking aim over there.
It's Aim-chan.
Aim-chan. Nice.
Yeah, that's why it has booba. I'm sorry, where I must go with the pen and tablet, I must draw booba.
That's fair. I'm trying to think of another magical girl I can draw. I'll draw one of my favorite magical girls.
Oh, what's your favorite magical girl?
Well, it's going to be a kind of I don't know. I don't watch that much magical girl stuff, but
I figured that's why I'm curious.
But I loved the art style in Smile Precure so much that I did watch that one, and I love Pure Sunshine from that one. She is super cute.
It's just funny hearing. I know a lot of guys watch Precure, so I'm not like judging, but it is funny to hear the cutesy names coming from like like a demon guy.
Perfectly fair. It's boy, is it a cute show.
I took up so much of the canvas. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm good.
I'm such a jerk.
No, we're close to 2 hours, so I'm just going to draw this last picture too. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna just color you in real quick, which should be a lot easier than last time.
Gotcha. All right, let's get this down real quick.
Oh, how do I draw? I ask myself that every day that I don't change.
How draw?
Oh, look how cute she is down there, though. What's her name? It's not Monokuma. That's
Monomi, the one from Danganronpa 2.
Yeah. Oh, I almost got rid of my layer.
All right, let's see.
Move my layer. Why won't you move my layer? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. It's fine.
Okay, good. Alrighty.
No, I broke it. It's fine. It's cool. I'm just gonna color over it. Oh, and you're drawing them from like memory?
No. Well, this one I am looking at a reference for.
Okay.
I don't think I could draw her from memory.
I was gonna be very impressed.
That's fine.
But it's understandable.
Yeah. I did do a stream like a while back where I did just draw everything from memory, and sometimes it's fun to like see what your results will be that way.
Oh yeah, it's that's a fun like not gimmick stream, but you know.
Yeah. But when I can have a reference, I try to. Let's see. An anime that's said to be in the Cowboy Bebop universe about two girls becoming music idols. Do you know?
Oh, that's Sunday, Friday, or Friday. What's it called? Something Friday.
Oh, is it the one on Netflix?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about now. I've never watched it, but
Carol and Tuesday. Oh.
yeah, gotcha. But I've heard very, very good things about that anime, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to see it either yet. I want to watch more anime again. I can't video edit and watch anime because subtitles, because I like to watch mine, in the superior subtitle method. Whoa,
yeah.
Right? So
no, I'm the same way. I definitely prefer subtitles, and I can't really multitask while I'm doing it other than just eating.
Yeah, like luckily I can knit and do it. Like it's easy enough, especially because I have 2 monitors, so I can like look to my pattern, right, and then like just pause it whenever if I need to like focus on like a difficult stitch. But it's I just haven't been able to. I need to though, because for 1,000 followers, I think I'm gonna give away a Callie like crochet doll or 2, depending on how quick I can make them.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a nice little thing. Like I'm not gonna have actual merch, but
yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm gonna have to tune in for that. I'd like to have a Callie.
I have to figure out how to do it, like for the not roulette, but the drawing.
Let's see. Emery is asking, is the Danganronpa anime similar? And I gotta say no. If you're gonna get into Danganronpa, I would definitely recommend playing the first one over watching the anime. Because the first Danganronpa anime is kind of notorious. Like, it does retell the story, but you'll lose a lot of like the internal monologue and stuff that really makes the series so good. So my recommendation would be try to watch the games first at least. Yeah, I mean play the games first. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Like I haven't. I've seen parts of the anime actually. I can't remember what context I saw it in though. I feel like someone was. I don't know if it was like an abridged thing or like not Demolition D, but some anime person like was doing something funny with them. It might have been him. And then like I saw some like stray clips here and there, but I've always heard don't watch the anime for it. Yeah. Or play the games, or watch someone play the games. Like if you don't have the time. Yeah.
Now if there's one anime from Danganronpa I would recommend, they did one that's like an entirely original story. That's like chronologically it comes after. At least after the first game. I can't remember. Even after the second game. And it's not bad. I don't think everybody was high on it, but if you do want to watch an anime that's Danganronpa, in my opinion, it was a pretty good continuation.
Can you choose one character to be your favorite character from all the series?
All the Danganronpas?
Yeah.
I did really like Ishimaru, but I think that I only have bad answers. Angie from Danganronpa V3 is one of my very favorites. She's a cute
Are they
character.
bad answers because they're bad people?
One of the answers is a bad answer because it's a bad person. I really like Teru from Danganronpa 2, and he's just an absolute terrible human being.
Wait, which one is he?
He's that little kid that kind of looks like a shrimp, like he's shaped a little bit like a shrimp. And he's just he's really perverted, like incredibly perverted, but in a way that's almost impressive because he seems to be the only character that's bisexual in Danganronpa, so like he'll even flirt with like the guys and stuff.
He's just a deviant.
Yeah, right? He's quite a deviant. So anyways, he's not a popular character, but he's one of my favorites.
Is he like drawn kind of funny?
He's one of the more cartoony characters on the roster.
Is he the one that looks a little bit like a chef, or am I?
Yeah, he's dressed like a chef, yeah.
Okay, yes.
That's right, yeah. I don't think you'll hear very many people say that Teru is their favorite character, but he's one of my favorites.
They're like, yes, he's my husbando, yes!
I wouldn't go that far.
I have to go check out the Danganronpa forums and threads to see what people and to see if anyone's like, oh, I love him so, like the ritual post, right, to remind people that they love him. And someone's gotta.
That would be funny. I'll bet you're not gonna saying that Teru is your favorite character. There is kind of like saying that what's that guy's name from Boku no Hero Academia? That's super
the little grape coon guy.
Yeah. It's almost like saying that he's your favorite character.
I've only know that because I've heard people talk about him. That's the only reason. I don't even know if that's his name.
Gotcha.
I think so.
Yep. I understand. Let me think. But it's been a lot of fun to design characters for the upcoming visual novel, and I plan to put a survey there out of like morbid curiosity of like what everyone's like favorites are and stuff like that. But first, I gotta get a playable demo up before I do any of that. So.
Right. What are you using for the engine?
It's all made in Rimpi, so it's
okay.
a visual novel through and through. Yeah.
Right. I didn't know if you need to use like RPG Maker or something. Not that necessarily, but one of those other ones. Yeah, I know Rimpi.
Yep. And I actually, RPG Maker is a very popular system for making Danganronpa fan games. It seems to me like when I was looking them up, there's quite a lot of ongoing projects that are being made in RPG Maker.
Right.
So I considered that too, but I think like scope-wise, since it's just me working on it, and I'm not like really good at sprites and things, I thought it might be easier just to work with. And I have a little bit of experience like working on visual novels, so
right.
I just thought I'd stick with that. But it would be cool to play one in RPG Maker too.
Are there any like famous Danganronpa like fan games? Do any of them get like notoriety?
Yeah, see that's the weird part is I thought there would be because there's so many started ones, but the number of like started Danganronpa fan projects has got to be in the hundreds or thousands, and the number of finished ones you could probably count on like a few between like a few hands, like it's so hard to finish these things. And yeah, Mineta is the name we were looking for. But
ooh. So I just pop my knuckles. I know people hate that, so I try to warn them, but I do it free will. But I don't want you to think it was something else.
No, it's okay.
It's just my knuckles.
I understand. But let me think. I did actually find one, and I'd sort of like I was considering trying to stream it because I thought it might be like fun to play another Danganronpa game and show it off on stream. And it was one of the few finished ones. I started looking into it and I realized there's like a lot of controversy around the game now. Like, I won't like name which game it is, but they're talking about like the person didn't pay all the people who worked on it and other stuff like that. So I was like, maybe I better not.
Yeah, because it's tricky because then people sometimes think like just because you play it that means you're like supporting the person too.
Right.
It's and then it doesn't feel good, like especially if they didn't pay people. Then it's like, because what if it's good?
Right.
What if it's good? And then you're like, well, I enjoyed this and people got fucked over. Oh no.
Right. So I just figured maybe I'll wait on that. Plus, I think. Once I get like my demo going and stuff like that, I'll be doing a lot of Danganronpa content anyways, and I just figured like
save it for this.
Yeah. Some people might get a little sick of all of it after that, anyways. We'll leave it to just that one.
Right. Oh man, yeah. I just remember. It just reminds me of being on Tumblr and seeing it. Like I don't know how popular is. It's not as strong as like when the first game came out or the first two games came out because I know the second one really got the Fujos fired up.
Yeah, gosh, it's one of those fandoms that unfortunately is just considered annoying now. So
I mean, like, because I've seen like people talk about it. I know people who are in it, so like So it's sort of like Undertale or something like that. Like, I really like Undertale, but it's one of those games where people just became so rabid over it, and there was so much fan art and so much everything else that it's just one of those fandoms that's unfortunately seen as a little bit annoying now. Yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
I liked Undertale. I didn't finish it. I finished most of it, but I was busy with university at the time. But I've been thinking about starting over Danganronpa on stream, which I might after Ghost Trick, because I do want to reach the end of it. But oh man, it just when I think of Undertale, I just think of the memes like Sans whispers you to sleep at night as you deal with period pains, or those weird like very specific ASMR because that exists as like an ASMR thing.
Oh boy.
Like so really like serious like but then they get more wild than that, right? It's like, oh, your Sans boyfriend comforts you during a thunderstorm while handing you your favorite blanket and making you cocoa. See, that's still there's still like, oh god, there's some very. I'm gonna Google it. Hang on.
That's fine.
I gotta find the wild one I'm thinking of because I can't get it wrong. I have to get it right. Sans.
Go for it. We're all gonna look it up afterwards. So.
Yeah, loud warning. No, it can't be a loud warning. It's ASMR. Sans eats your ass. ASMR. Oh, that's YouTube, please. That I think it's just giving me like the overly funny ones. I want to find like the actual serious ones that people were making.
I see.
Sans does babysitting. I want the funny ones, but I think it's such a meme now that people only do like the like the over the top ones on purpose now instead of like Sans tells you it's gonna be okay after you had a hard day at work and it's raining outside.
I see. Are you like do you listen to ASMR for sleep at all, or do you just look them up because they're funny?
I actually do like ASMR. I do like to do it like at night when I need like background noise, but I don't want, because sometimes music can be distracting when I'm working.
I see.
So I do like ASMR, and I've thought about practicing a little bit, but I need to get my setup better because the living room I'm in is just so like it's spacey and huge that it wouldn't be proper. I'm gonna maybe make like a recording box or something to try it out, because it's also fun for like role play streams. I want to do some more like anime episode type of stuff, and I thought it'd be fun to do one like you look kind of like the Sans thing, like you've been hurt during a magical girl fight, but it's okay because she's nursing you back to health.
Nice. That would be fun. Yeah, you could even like a really fun thing to do would be maybe like allow people to suggest like what the thing should be, and then like do the funniest ones or something.
Yeah. Because I would never like do something like a bait and switch, like ASMR and then like scream in the mic, right? Like nothing like that. But doing a funny one would also be it's fun. It's fun, and I think it's cool. It's neat. Like when there's some people who put in efforts. This is one guy. His name's like Try Something. He's not like a cute girl. He's like this. He's kind of like this kind of frumpy old guy. But he does ASMR, and he does these. He does them weekly. He does like 2 or 3 weekly, and they're always themed. And he does the coolest things for them. Like you've got an alien in your brain, and the FBI is coming to remove it from you.
That's fun.
Yeah, like really cool stuff. Or like I'm gonna go double check his channel. I actually really like him.
Gotcha.
And I like that he does it. He's been doing it for a few years now, and he just comes up with the coolest concepts. I love it.
Nice.
Let's see. What was the last one? You Are My Keyboard.
Ouch.
Yeah, but it's great. He's really good at it. And then, like I said, I like that he's very creative with it, because most girls just sit there and they'll just tap tap tap. Yeah, you like that? Tap 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 tap. Videos. Oh, I can't. Okay, I can't watch those right now. No.
Oh, hey, I got a generate cover story. Okay, so I do have a redeem that's generate cover story, and
yes.
In that redeem, I basically give you a cover story like my Ameliers who wear disguises. So, AMRIV42. We'll say that, hey, today your cover story will be you're now a magical girl, so you get to hide with a magical girl group, and you get to wear a frilly skirt like I did. So
nice.
You can be part of my new magical girl group.
It's freeing. It's freeing here. Like there's. I'm sorry. I'm stealing him. I love him so much. He's so cool. I'm stealing his link here.
Oh, nice. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. If you'll send it to me on Discord, I'll link it.
Oh yeah, I can do it too. They're so neat. They're so neat, and I like that more than just like I don't mind like I'm just gonna like brush the mic and stuff. But it's such a cool thing, and it's interesting. It's like interesting to like experience too. So I kind of want to try that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I probably like to theme them around like magical girl stuff the best I can, but yeah. It seems like a fun concept. I just got to get my sound fixed. I'm lazy with it. I hate doing sound stuff.
Understandable. I'm right now my sound setup is pretty bare minimum. I just have like the blue snowball. I got it to kind of get into to streaming because I knew that my old headset wasn't gonna work. Your sound's pretty all right. I have a little bit of tinnitus, so like I'm not really great at sound stuff in general because I don't have like the best like perfect pitch, right? But your mic sounds pretty all right. Like it's not echoey or anything, and it's pretty clear. Like I can always understand what you're saying. Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's see. He asks, can he wear a kilt and have a claymore as his magical weapon?
Yes.
You tell him.
Okay, it's your cover story, but I just want to say yes.
Okay, gotcha.
God, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I have the authority on magical girls here, so I thought I'd let her. Yes.
It can be whatever your little heart desires. I kind of want to see like a, because most of the time they wear dresses, but I kind of would like to see like a princely like magical girl. Because I love princely girls in anime. They're really great.
Yeah, actually, I have a the only Nendoroid I currently own is of Kaoru from Bang Dream. She's definitely a princely girl type character.
Love Nendoroids. They're so cool. I have a couple. I haven't collected any recently, and I don't have the space to put them up. I hope they're not melted in my closet. But Nendoroids are so fucking cool. I love posing them and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not toys.
Right. I have one more on order. I have Lucifer from the Helltaker series.
Oh yeah, because they started those.
Yep. So that'll be here later this year. But I just love the way they look. They're cute.
And they're pretty nice quality. Like Funko Pops are pretty. Every time I talk about Funko Pops, there's always someone who's like, "I love Funko Pops," and I'm like, "Oh, I can't give my opinion now."
No, you don't have to worry about me. I'm in the same boat with Funko Pops. I just don't like the way they look.
I think there's some that work that are cute. They're usually like the Kirby one, right? Well, yeah. Wait, unless that square one. I think Kirby could make a cute Funko, and then like the Stay Puft Marshmallow from Ghostbusters is pretty like an okay like thing. Just some small changes. They just need to make some small changes to the Funko Pops, and I think I'd like them a lot more. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still own a few because I'm like, ooh, consumerism. I see a character I like, and my neurons activate, and I need it. But
yeah. Oh, hey, actually, I have a Nendroid that I made for a friend. Not a real Nendroid, a Nendroid.
So that's cool, though. How'd you make it?
I made it. Well, it's just something I did in Clip Studio. I was gonna show it off, but I gotta get to the right side.
I thought you made like a garage kit or something. No, that's cute though.
I wish that. But yeah, I did the little bass and the little.
Oh, is that Fleur?
Yep, it's Fleur.
Ah, cute. No, look, it's cute.
So yeah, it was. I was doing a Nendroid Umineko character. I was gonna do a series, but I kind of ran out of steam. But I did do that one and one of me as well. But I don't think I have the one of me as like an image available, or I'd put that up too. But it was fun.
Nice.
I enjoyed Nendroid.
And Beatrice is in her dress.
yeah. In the I did her in the Virgilia dress.
Nice.
Let's see. Very tomboy magical girl manga called Spill It Cocktail Night. That sounds interesting.
And I'm pretty sure that there's some that exist that I'm just not thinking of, or like I haven't seen yet. Like I'm not saying, oh, they've never ever done this before, because that always makes people look dumb when they say stuff like that.
I guess. Let me take a picture. Oh wait. Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. When you give the character a front hair, when you're kind of making like an offshoot of me, it always makes them look like younger and cuter, because the one thing my character doesn't have is like any like bangs or hair in the front. So
yeah, well, we got to make you moe.
Right. It's a good way to add moe. That's for sure.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to color in your eyes real quick because I feel like doing like certain things only colored in is pretty neat. I like that kind of style. So I just to feel a little pretentious with my moe aim.
Yeah, go for it.
Moe tan. Speaking of, I'm gonna make a small complaint. I hate when people draw like the girl version of like something esoteric, but it's just like a generic anime girl. Like when that picture of the black hole came out, right? And everyone's like, "Oh, look, they drew it as an anime girl. It's black hole tan." It's like, no, you just drew like a thought, and you gave her like star speckles in her hair, maybe at most. I hate that so much. It's so lazy.
I see. Now there are some like themed girls that I think people do pretty well, but you're right. Yeah. There is quite a lot of it that goes around, and sometimes they don't fully capitalize on the theme, so I guess I get you there.
Yeah, I think it's also because I remember like DeviantArt tier stuff where like they'll draw like, oh look, I made the girl version of Mario, but it's just like a generic like anime girl in overalls. Like it doesn't look like a girl version of Mario. It's like, it's like the sexy cosplay version of Mario, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I got you. Man, the best girl version thing I can think of is there was this one guy who was doing like all the Godzilla monsters as girls, and man, he was making some good artwork. I would put one up if I had it, but
as blanket statement, but I know it's like easy for people to do too. And it's like, oh, look, there's a hashtag or whatever I can use, or it's a meme. You know, I just draw something. I give it a few details to make it vaguely related to this and like instant exposure. So I get it, but also
yeah, I get it.
Gender Ben General Grievous. That's Star Wars, right? That's the forearm guy from Star Wars.
Yep. I'd check it out. Man, did you see? I guess you're not really into Star Wars, by the sounds of it, but
What made you tell?
Yeah, I was thinking about they just showed off a new character that has a like umbrella made of lightsabers. So it's really it's either cool or it's jumping the shark, depending on your opinion. Hard to say. Let's. But yeah, I really haven't watched a whole lot of Magical Girl stuff other than just I did watch all of Smile Precure, and when I was younger I watched Sailor Moon, but other than that,
okay. What did you say about Star? Because I disconnected. I did not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to fill some air.
Okay, I just she's like, no, I'm disconnecting. Wait.
That's okay. I was just talking about that. Honestly, I think Smile Precure and Sailor Moon are like the only two series I have a lot of exposure with as far as. Oh, and I did play the Starlight Review game, which is almost Magic Girls, but that's about the most Magical Girl experience I had.
Man, I just zoomed out. I was zoomed in on your eyes. I just zoomed out to see your half of the canvas. Look how precious she is. It's hard to, because like they're not like boys can obviously enjoy them, right? Like duh, but they are still like aimed. Well, I don't know about some of the newer Precures. I think they're leaning into the otaku like guy audience a little more with them. But they're aimed at girls. So sometimes like the stuff they do is like I dig that shit that are a lady and stuff. So like
right. I'm sorry, it's cutting out just a little bit. Might have to. If we give it just a second, maybe it'll clear up. Sorry. One minute.
Let me try closing out some of my tabs.
Okay, it does sound clearer now. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say so like I don't watch like a lot of mecha. I know there's like girls who are into it. Obviously, it's not like a blanket statement, but mechas don't have what I like. Like if I see boys fighting, I want to see them like fist fighting. I want to see them in rope and
I understand you. Yeah, and I definitely think that different things are definitely marketed different ways. Like they didn't make Smile Precure for men my age. But that said, it's just I like cute things, whether it's Smile Precure or whether it's something like even Pokemon. Like my favorite Pokemon are the cutest ones. I don't know why. I don't care who they're made for. Let's see. May have another disconnect. We'll get Callie back in a second. We are getting close to the time to wrap up, so I'll when I get her back, I'll talk a little bit about our plans for the upcoming week. I think I thought that she wore like bracelets, but it's actually a little bit more like a cuff. But that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I think I hear you again. Excuse me.
Oh, test. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, my internet is trying to break on me.
No, that's fine.
I'm almost. AimChan is pretty much done, though. Should we take that time?
I think it does seem like a good cue to wrap up.
Alright, I'm sorry, it kept breaking.
No, it's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as a PNG real quick.
Yeah.
All right. Before we cut out, do you have anything you want to talk about in the upcoming week? Any streams you have planned?
I'm gonna stream tonight. I just don't know when because my D&D got canceled, so that leaves me like wide open. But then it's like, well, should I stream or should I work on assets? So I gotta have that internal struggle with myself for a few hours before I figure it out.
I understand. If anyone wants to check out Callie and didn't catch it earlier, here's the Twitch link. As for me, I do have another Drawpile tomorrow. It'll be with Kuakalaka and with Bird Malls. Two pretty cool guys who I've known for a long time. I say more like long time and relative to my total VTubing experience. But
right.
Anyways, it's going to be fun, and then next week I have that celebration stream. So if you're on my Twitter, you'll see it come up and all the things I have planned for that celebration stream.
Yeah, congratulations on 100 today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you much. And thank you again for coming on, because I know it was kind of, you might have been surprised to see something from me. I've been in your streams, but I know we weren't closest bosom buddies, but this is also a good way for me to kind of meet people, and I'm always thankful when people agree to them.
Because then, with games, sometimes you focus more on the game than the person, right? This kind of lets you have something on screen while also being able to talk.
Yeah, for sure. Give me one moment. Actually, do you have anyone you want to raid? I should ask first.
Oh, have you ever raided the cute clown girl?
Let's see. There's a couple of cute clown girls. Which one are we talking about?
Her name is Honk. Here, let me...
Oh, yeah. I saw some of her art on Twitter, and she's a very nice artist.
Yeah, she's working on a thing for HAL right now.
That sounds perfect. I'll raid her. What's the name of her channel?
It is... Here, I'll post it in the comments real quick. She's cute. I love her. She's great, and she's really nice at when she does live 2D stuff. She's really nice about explaining things too. So she's good. She's a good girl.
Sounds perfect.
Yes, you heard clown girl.
Yeah, we love clowns here on AIM Channel. Let's see. We're going to go to raid channel, and I will grab that link. So there's a 0 in the center. Okay. Alright. I'm just glad we managed to get through this without any bots, because I know that's been a big problem for people.
Oh yeah, the host. They followed me, but I haven't gotten raided yet. I'm worried about it, but
Yeah.
You just go in emo only mode or whatever.
Yeah, true. Alright, well, thanks again for being here. Thanks for everybody who showed up.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, and we'll get that raid going. Hope you all enjoy what's left of the weekend as well.
Yes.
Stick around for Honks action.
Goofy, let's go.
Yeah.